Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live. It's our terrific Tuesday night, and we are ready to go. It is NXT live stream night here on the channel, here at the Wrestling for Life Network. Gonna have a fun one. So get in that chat, click all the buttons, be a part of the show, be a part of the family. Don't be quiet, don't be shy. I want to see triple digits in this chat tonight. So strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We are the WFU. We are the channel that just watches more live streams than anybody else. And we are happy to be back at it again for NXT tonight. I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. You're doing well. You're feeling good. Tuesday in the books. Hump day tomorrow. The weekend is getting closer by the minute, folks. So make sure you get in the chat. We're going to cap this one off with a little bit of wrestling tonight. And I see you filling up already. Lots to talk about, lots to get into. NXT's stacked tonight, and a lot of intriguing things going on as they build towards Stand and Deliver. Plus, I haven't talked to my mans in a couple days, and there's a lot going on in the wrestling world. WWE Raw last night, and so much more. So, like I said, one last reminder, get in that chat. Click like, click share, click subscribe. Be a friend, tell a friend, share our link anywhere you talk about wrestling, and let's blow these streams up because we're having so much fun doing them. With all that being said, I will remind you, I am Mr. Every Night. I laughed at the first joke. I am Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and that is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I'm Big Nick, and yes, my guy, tonight we got NXT coming off the tails of Roadblock and everything. We've got the fallout from everything with that. But I'm so glad that we're all in good spirits still after John Cena publicly dumped all of us.
Man, it's crazy how polarizing things can be out there. John Cena comes in and lays out what I believe is an absolutely epic promo monologue, call it what you will. I don't know how you felt about it. You weren't here yesterday. We had British Nick. We have British Nick.
We've had Little Nick before with Anthony. We've had TNA Nick with Anthony. Now you bring in British Nick. It's like KJ and the Seven Nicks over here. But yeah,
that's it.
You're trying to replace me. The promo itself wasn't the biggest fan of. It was very much just the promo itself. The environment, the setting, I get why they did it there. Like there's peripheral that was really good. The promo itself, to me, I thought, it's another you people. If he would have been a little bit more closer to what we saw at the end of Rumble, of I'm doing this for me, I've put all of this for the company. I'm now looking out for me. I did what I needed to do to secure my legacy. I gave everything to you people, and then he can go into, and it wasn't good enough. Like there were some parts there where he was really good, like the invisible line joke, great. Towards the end, he started to get there. I didn't like the you people angle. It just felt weird. It just didn't fully jive with me. Like I said, towards the end, he kind of did get there, but it just, the promo itself, what John said, didn't vibe. The energy and everything around it is a whole different discussion.
Yeah, I think exactly what you talked about with the media scrum. He continued that same narrative of this is for me now. I've given everything I have. It's time for me to get. And I think he continued that. And I think the ultimate baby face, I think it's on point. Like I really, and it's fair if it didn't jive on your end, but I thought it was exactly what you would say if you were in John Cena's shoes. Like I can't move, I can't breathe. You criticized me, you shit on me. Like it's so true to point because it's exactly what he lived, except he's not really lacking the appreciative side of the narrative, but it's exactly what it was supposed to be. Like this is true to John Cena. Anything else would be John Cena acting a certain way, and this is what he truly went through.
Well, no, when I get that, I just wish that he had tied it into, like, if he had started it off with, in 10 months, I'm gone. And very much like I said, I've played it into I need to solidify my legacy, all of that. Of I'm doing what is best for business. I have given everything to this company. Now it's time to get a return on my investment. And then he can still go into because it was I did really like the Cena sucks, let's go Cena sucks. I love that made a comeback and everything. Like I said, there was a lot around everything that I liked. The promo itself, I wasn't the biggest fan of. I see what you're saying.
Fair enough.
It was very valid that he did go through all of that. I saw people even crashing out today. They turned on my hero. It's no, that was for a solid decade. He dealt with let's go Cena sucks.
Yeah, that's where I think, and again, I think it's very apparent. Some people were well, they didn't really do anything, and I'm that's where we got to learn patience, grasshoppers, because we're building to that. And last night was a confrontation, an exchange of words. Now we escalate. So give it time. For me, my money was on the fact that he nailed it. Like I said, it was everything. I thought he was clever at times. He was funny. I think he worked the crowd. The picture of the little kid shocked and upset is amazing. And I do think John is definitely approaching this from this is my time. I'm going after 17, whether you guys like it or not. And I really don't care what y'all think because I gave you everything you wanted for as long as I could. But that being said, no, I mean, again, we'll see where it goes. I'm excited. We got them both in the same building on Monday coming up. So that will be cool as Glasgow is going to be a crazy show. But folks, I see that chat blowing up. Make sure you get in there, get in that chat. Let us know what's on your wrestling mind tonight. Again, lots going on real quick, Nick, but and we are running short. So might have to go to the people. But yeah, the family taking on the Culling.
Yeah, the Culling now is what it's called. It sounds like a 90s or early 2000s alt band, the Culling.
Right. But Ricky Saints in action against Ridge Holland. We'll get back to that later. Chelsea Green taking on Sol Ruka should be a fun match. This is crazy, right?
Well, it's for the women's U.S. title. I still think Chelsea's obviously retaining all of this. But it's going to be a good showcase for Sol, and you've been a huge fan of Sol Ruka, and I think this would be a really good match. Honestly, if I had to say, I think Sol Ruka's a better wrestler. Chelsea's a better wrestler overall.
Okay.
In ring versus overall complete package.
Fair enough. Trick taking on Eddie in an underground match should be fun and interesting. So we're going to the underground, and
I'm surprised with this because Trick's been kind of turning heel-ish. So I don't know if he loses this and that solidifies it a bit more, or if he kind of goes too far with this match and then that's how you solidify his heel turn. Trick's become really interesting now.
Yeah, very. Trying to figure out his direction. Where does he go? Where do you slot him in? Does somebody come out and interrupt Oba tonight? What does his stand and deliver run look like as well? So very curious. But yeah, we are just under 5 minutes, folks, from going live. You can sync up with myself and Nick when the show goes live. But until then, Damien in the house starting us off tonight. Looking forward to Ricky Saints and Ridge Holland. Likewise. We all been waiting for Ricky to pop up and do his thing. Kevin, how you doing? TJ, welcome back. Eric, good to see you. But yeah, Patty's Day yesterday, so shout out late Patty's Day for everybody out there. Christopher, welcome back. Daryl, good to see you. How you doing, Daryl? How's it going? Sin, Paul, what up? Jason back in the house. I watched the replay, but it is not the same watching wrestling alone. I'm glad the tag stream champions are back. Well, Jason, we love to hear it. And again, we can only offer that replay for the next couple of weeks. But yeah, tune in, listen to it. If you listen to our other stuff, we'll keep you company all day long.
Oh, yeah, trust me, 100%. You can go back and listen to everything, even if you didn't watch the show. Just listen to us ramble. It's entertaining, I promise you.
But Stoner Jesus, may the blunt be with you, sir. How you doing?
Damn it. I'm slow on the trigger draw there. You've been used to this.
Sin, welcome back. Paul, good to see you. Brendan, how are you? Vance, welcome. Cherokee George in the house. Just waiting for Blizzard. Oh, shut up, man. Newport City Nightmare, welcome. Bell is loud.
I think he's talking about the bell in the intro. I think that's how far behind we are in the chat.
We're making sure you're awake, y'all. Let's go.
Trust me, it helps us just as much as it helps y'all.
Right, the wrestling god back with us. What's up? What's up? Repping that WFU for life and us. We appreciate it. Christopher Cox, the Maple Leafs, and the Bronx Bomber Nick. Let's go. Maple Leaf KJ and the Bronx Bomber Nick. There you go. We've had worse nicknames.
We've had way worse nicknames. Respectfully, Spaz, if you listen, we've had way worse nicknames. I love you, but we've had worse. This
year for Halloween, I was a bag of Leafs. So
I still can't get over the year you popped up on here dressed as me. Like, that's still like my favorite moment on this fucking channel. When they say if you go, your light flashes before your eyes, that moment will pop up at some point.
It was just funny because you had no clue. I'm having technical difficulties.
Yeah, I was panicking. The stream wasn't gonna go up, and then all of a sudden,
right. Newport, the beard is good, brother. Let's go. Right. Damien, thank you. I guess both beards, lovely.
Absolutely, 100%. I'm still amazed that we have the best beards in YouTube and everything like that, and still don't have a beard sponsorship or anything.
Right, working on it, and it's funny because British Nick stands right in, fits in with the beard club.
Exactly. I've seen people go at Anthony saying, "Bro, you need to grow a beard." Right? What's going on, my guy?
He's trying it. Anthony's been growing a beard for 2 years. Just kidding.
Right.
Does anyone know that the move with Stephanie back here does headbutt between the legs thing?
I like that you spelled Vaquer as back here.
It's the French. The French comes
right.
out.
Well, and you were right. You and MDB were right that Chelsea did it before, but
not Chelsea.
The same. That thing ain't the same.
No, it's Charlotte. I would like to think that Stephanie's is like the evolution of that move. But yeah, I saw that somebody tweeted it out, and I was like, yes, all right, I'm not crazy. I do retain
MDB. Evolution is a mystery.
Right. It made me laugh. But yes, back in 2014, Charlotte was doing the same move. We just don't remember it for obvious reasons.
Yeah. It didn't jostle the memory quite as much.
Right. Not as on point. But MDB, welcome back, sir. Good to see you. Jordan, good to see you as well. Christopher, Newport, Dale, MDB, Roddy, welcome on back. Come on down. Rocco, Jason, Vance, 316, Ronan, Boston. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Brandon Barnes. Let's go. As we are 29 seconds away. How many names can I do in 30 seconds? Roll Tide.
And go.
Brandon, Ken, Mr. Noob, always a pleasure. OG Dale, good to see you. Jose's back in the house. Kevin, woo-wee. Dennis, Anthony, let's go. Spaz, we'll come back to that super chat. Daryl again, Kevin again. Valen is back in the house, folks, and that is just about everybody. So we will hit this one, and I will take a deep breath. Woo!
There you go. I'll read it off as we should be singing up any minute here. But Spaz, thank you for the $10 super chat. Boys, K to the jiggity, slick Nicky, oh so sticky. I can't watch you guys on the replay because they cut out the commercials, and lining the show up is stupidous. I think that might have been a word. You guys really do change the experience. We try. We say we're the alternative commentary you need in your life, your best wrestling friends.
Right. As Nick and I, for those who don't know, are going to sync up. Then.
Oh, I'm not touching my fin. Hands in the air now.
Oh, we're close, folks. You can do the same at home if you would like.
Am I ahead or behind? Forever,
even. On the nose.
Sobriety test.
Right.
Together.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, NXT is about to go live. Be a friend, tell a friend. Let's blow up this chat as we're going to dive into NXT and a whole bunch more tonight.
Absolutely.
But yes, thank you so much.
How do you feel about seeing all the NXT pals out there in Rangers gear?
I like it. I like seeing them get out there. I was happy to see when it's one of the things they brought in Boom Boom for, because he gets himself out there. That self-promotion, if you will. It's good to see, right? I mean, generally it's only the main roster people. So to treat NXT stars like they can go and be spotlighted at a Rangers game or a Yankees game. It's good for business.
Right. I like this from Michael. Just in the big nick of time, pun intended. Love it. Love puns.
Puns are good. We appreciate a good pun around here.
We're pretty punny ourselves, but yeah, Sin saying this show is going to be a banger. It should be. It's the fallout from Roadblock, and we're going on the road to Stand and Deliver. A lot of what we thought we're going to get at Stand and Deliver, we got at Roadblock. So what can they do now?
And now we are getting down to the nitty gritty for Stand and Deliver for WrestleMania. I mean, as we're getting a replay of last week, Roadblock right now, Taker giving Oba the rub, huge moment for Oba. But yeah, I mean, you look at it, we got just over, just about a week, 10 days left in this month. And then we're in a sprint, a 20-day sprint, a 19-day sprint to be actual, right to Mania. So we are getting into the thick of it, my guy.
Absolutely. Well, the thick of it and a big deal for Undertaker and all of that might have not been always the best of string of words in a sentence, but we got there.
Right.
Mr.
Go ahead.
I was just reading Mr. Boom Boom is low key like Jersey Shore LeVar. Oh, yes. Yes. That is amazing. That is perfect.
Yeah. Nailed it. Good job.
Yeah. Good job. Good job. Good job.
We're getting everyone's favorite move.
Yeah. Well, and now where do you go with this? This is the big question to me of Stephanie's now champ. So now what do you do? Where's Julia fit into this? Is she off TV for a bit? Where do we go?
If I'm guessing, assuming that Julia is kind of out, Jordan Grace, Stephanie Vaquer for both belts at Stand and Deliver makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you've got to get there, but yeah, I would love to see that. Yeah,
as we get Steffi 2 belts walking in, Trick coming in.
Right, whoop that. I need that.
I want that too. Let's go.
Right,
1 star.
You get a gold star. Well, I love this though from Lady B of no better duo wrestling WFU assemble.
Man, I mean it's been fun. We're watching the channel grow pretty fast. We want to hit 10K by Mania. So if we pull that off, that'd be a miracle and we'd be thrilled. But let's keep driving for it. We appreciate all the fans. Anybody that shares the message of the WFU or the Wrestling for Life Network, we can't thank you enough. But my God, I mean, come to the Wrestling Utopia. If you know fans out there that are sick and tired of dealing with, and we'll probably rant about this sometime this week, but if you're tired of dealing with the negativity of the wrestling fan out there, come to the WFU.
Oh, well, we got your buddy to talk about, good old uncle. But as we're kicking it off with Chelsea Green, but yeah, if you don't want, your uncle all up on the landline phone,
thinking the exact same thing.
If you don't want, all of the no source reports and everything, come to Death Row.
Let's go. Come on, unite. All right, ladies and gentlemen, poll going up. Who you taking? Who you taking? Who you taking? We get Chelsea Green and Sol Ruka. And as much as it would be nice to watch Sol pick up this win, she's not going to.
No, but I think that you're probably setting up some sort of a tag match, probably an Alba Fire and Piper Niven versus Sol and Zarya, because one of them gets involved. Zarya tries to make the save, still eats the L. This is still really good.
Right.
This everything with Chelsea. Trust me, I was making the joke of salute to Paul, but yeah. And I'm surprised, this just makes me miss Isla Dawn more. You couldn't put Isla there instead of Alba.
Yeah, I mean, well, even that, you have 2, just let Alba stay, or Isla stay. If she had 3 security, so what? It still works. It's still good. But Zarya walks Sol to the ring. That's cute.
It is, like I said, it's very. Someone said it. I saw it on Twitter a while ago, and now it's just stuck in my brain. It's very much like when Kane and RVD were tag team.
Yeah, very much so. Definitely gives that vibe. But Zarya, the powerhouse, again, a little bit of a slower introduction and build for her coming into this NXT. But I mean, right there, and she's been solid. Sol Ruka, I think, was one of the surprise breakouts. We didn't even really see her coming. I was I like this girl. I like the gimmick. I like the look. And then all of a sudden she's throwing bangers out there. All right. I mean,
well, she was in that same group a bit with Kalani Jordan, Fallon Henley, what's the Kiana James and everything. And then she's very much kind of pushed herself up, head, shoulders, knees, and toes above people.
Yeah, just fine. I mean, she's done really well. This should be a fun match, folks. But again, get in that chat. Let us know who you're taking. As Chelsea Green set to go one-on-one with Sol Ruka, Ricky Sharts. Come on now. Long time no see. Let's go, baby. Lion King of Queens. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Right? That sounds like the Mufasa version of Kevin James.
Right? The OG Dale got Green for the win. Let's go. Man.
We're both going Chelsea?
Yeah, Chelsea. And I think the chat's at like 83% Chelsea, 10% Soul, 6% nobody.
It's funny because one of my neighbors who's not like into wrestling, but knows I watch wrestling and knows I do this. So he tries to send me some wrestling stuff from time to time. He sent me something with Chelsea Green. I can't remember exactly what it was, but then I had to explain like her whole gimmick back to him of like, she's a Canadian who acts like the Uber American.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, a friend of mine sent me, she was at NASCAR as well. And
that's what it was. That's what it was.
Sends me a picture of like, look who's here. And I'm like, damn. But yeah, we're off and running. Soul being held down, but popping out of the leg scissors.
Right. And then grabs an armbar.
Chelsea Green for the win. Brandon, how you doing? How you doing? I think, did we get that second? Did we get the second super chat? You might have. Okay.
Spaz for the $10 super chat. While I want to plug my own latest episode, parentheses, fair warning, it is controversial. Parental advisory parental warning is advised. I want to plug my co-host, Jake DeMarco. Countdown ended. Who has joined me in moving to Rumble? If you love me, love him. There you go. Love somebody. Adam Pierce, love somebody today.
Right. Good to see you 316. Kareem's in the house. I see Floyd, Ronan, Richard's back with us. Kyle. He's so probably sick of hearing that everywhere he goes. I apologize, bro.
Well, then you just can win him with my name is not Care.
Oh, Chelsea. Monkey flip. Oh, man.
Yeah, but then Soruka just adds another flip just because I'm athletic as shit.
I can do it.
Right.
Hey, listen, this is girl posted on social media, her climbing like in through her window upside down. So yeah, she does extra flips for just giggles.
Well, she's out there, and I believe her beau is Tyler Bate there too.
Yep. But skiing or surfing on Surfing USA here.
Yeah. Well, everybody go surfing.
So for the win, I accidentally clicked it. There you go. Ciao. Hey, fellas. What's up, Ryan? How you doing? I'm having a hot talk right now. Would you guys say EO as a transition champ and was live run before Rhea to be looked at as a transitional champ as well? I have my bro here to hear the real. I mean, this is interesting. We talked about this a bit yesterday.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
Okay. With Liv, I mean, I don't feel like Liv was as much if Liv losing the belt makes her transition. I don't think so. One thing I've really championed for is some change in titles. We need a little bit of hot potato with some of these. We've seen the tag titles change now a couple times quickly. I'm all for this a little bit. EO does run the risk of being a transitional champion because she got it a month before Mania or a month and a half. If she drops it, yeah, it's going to feel that way, but I think she can do it. I think I'm holding out hope that she can do it.
EO, her winning the belt that's the way you injected her into this match and made it a triple threat, I feel. Yeah. Because that makes the most sense. That's the easiest workaround with that.
Yep.
That, I don't want to say she's a transitional champ. I don't think she's leaving that match with the belt. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
The Liv thing, that wasn't, I don't want to exactly say it wasn't about the title. That was the revenge tour. That was get everything back on Rhea and everything. So she had a huge run either with or without the title. So once she lost it, that's not a transition at that point. You already had your run with it.
Yeah, and she's in that position now when she loses the belt. but she keeps her stand. Like, she still matters. Fans still want to see her. Like, she didn't lose anything.
There's
really
people 316. I'm looking at you that are disappointed she's in the tag division and that it's not a fatal 4-way instead of a triple threat.
And I said this yesterday. I don't think Liv gets enough credit of, like, this girl out there getting black eyes and split open and getting scars. Right, like, she getting whipped to hell. Like, I mean, I think we got to give Liv a little bit of credit in that regard, but definitely just because someone loses the belt quick or doesn't, it's all about what the plan is. And I think she ran her story out. We got to the point where we're almost ready for her to give up the belt because she kind of did it. And it doesn't really mean transition.
Well, and I would say that DIY losing the tag belts, they're technically are and technically aren't a transition champion. Because I feel like that's them losing the belts is to set up the multi-person tag match that we all know we're going to get at WrestleMania. That's what it is. You've got, like MDB says, that you've got to play a little hot potato with.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter who goes into the match. Pretty Deadly could be the world champions going into that match. It doesn't matter. It's kind of like you said, the easiest way to get Io into the situation and make it make sense was, well, now you're the champion. And people are going, oh, I didn't expect that. But if all three of them are going to end up in that match anyway, it doesn't matter who has the belt. It's well played.
Oh, absolutely. We're in picture-in-picture still, so I'll try and say this real quick. How did you feel Io came off in that segment with Rhea and the contract signing and Bianca and all of that?
I liked it. I think the both times now that they've had this moment with Io, she's really almost called out the fact of what some of the fans want to think of. She's not on the back burner. So she called out being treated like on the back burner and found a way to put herself to the forefront and using her physicality more than using her words, which makes a lot of sense. The interesting part I found yesterday was Rhea starting to feel real heelish with this vibe, and people are really behind Io. Brussels loved Io.
Well, it's a little bit like when we got, what was it? Was it Bianca and Io too when they were in France?
Yeah.
So, I mean, just maybe the French people, the French-speaking audiences love Io.
Ooh. Both women down. Sorry, Nick. We'll get back to it in a second.
You're good.
Cold
Blue Wrestling, what up?
What up? Let's go. Big punch from Chelsea.
Ooh, punch to the gut from Soul. Train blows back and forth. Now, see, this works when you do this in the middle of a match versus you start off the match just feeding elbows for 72 minutes.
Listen,
it's not Wednesday yet. If you want to hear KJ's full opinion on this, tune into Wednesday.
I'm going to say this on Tuesday. I'm fully 100% going into Wednesday Night Dynamite with nothing but optimism, with hope, because there's no way I can sit through what I sat through last week and run it back. I might
get lower.
I might have an absolute meltdown. It's not fucking like, listen. All week, I've taken shit from different people about my opinion on AEW and what they did on Dynamite. But we'll get into this maybe at a later time. It's just crazy how this community works. And it is what it is. We are the exception to the rule, and I'm happy to be that. But my God.
Absolutely. No, trust me. I was looking for the video clip of I'm not going to have an aneurysm as you were talking. And it's not there. I was like, shit.
Oh, nice.
Rough Rider from Chelsea.
Somebody said Soul slipped. I might not have seen that. 316 saying 4 weeks. What are you planning for? Liv's going to defend the tag titles with Raquel somewhere on that weekend, I imagine.
That could be another multi-team match. You have both tag team titles both nights, say one night, one the other night, defended in multi-team ladder matches.
Oh, Soul. Awkward looking kick, but she got it. The Ric Flair spot from Chelsea.
Yeah.
Sorry, just 1 second with 316. You got to understand, my guy. And it's this, you got it backwards. Like, the company doesn't owe her anything. The company gave her an extended run. She's done well, and she's still holding gold. There's dozens and dozens of women that would love to have those belts. Liv fighting for the tag team as sorry.
Oh, sorry, with a fucking decleater.
I like the POV on that one. Straight
spear and a half, and then came in like a wrecking ball. Oh, she's about to hit a soul snatcher on the Piper. Oh,
just a move. Oh my God.
She cut all the snatch, none of the soul.
100%.
John Cena would be envious of that move. Codebreaker. I broke this man so much I don't know if he's here or not.
I just didn't want to blow people's eardrums.
Fair enough.
Two. What a match. Setting it up. Oh, Chelsea today. I got you scouted.
Spear the shade. Yeah, that was a decleaner. That's I can't remember. Did you ever get commercials? I can't remember the actual NFL player's name, but the office linebacker that would just be like, it was like an office ass commercial.
Yeah. Chelsea Green with the win. Big smile, big assist to her security team getting involved.
KJ, I said it before. Thank you, Smash, for the $5 super chat. KJ, I said it before. I'll say it again. I've seen you give AW every chance, parentheses, unlike me, who says, quote, if they die, they die, parentheses. The BS you get is wild.
It's crazy. Because, and again, listen, I don't want to get into this right now. I really don't. But, I mean, again, if you support somebody for like a couple years and everyone's avidly supporting a certain person, and then shit goes sideways and everyone turns on that person, I mean, again, this is a problem with that fan base is they don't want to hear any criticism. They don't give me any credit or, a lot of times any of us credit for any of the good stuff we say. When we're here giving Revolution, like, that could have been annoying. What an amazing show. No one's there to say anything. But it's when you show up on a Wednesday and you're like, Hechicero, Orange Cassidy. They're like, how don't you get that? That's amazing. My bad.
I want to continue on this, but I've got Trick and Javon backstage and everything again. 100%. Tune in Wednesdays if you want to hear the full, unfiltered, unedited version of this. What the fuck cut-in was that? Yes, Terry Tate. So we're sending Terry Tate to all the AW fan base there, the office linebacker, the Twitter linebacker.
Oh.
Lex is fucking Tiger King. You can't be serious, my guy.
Legit Tiger King now.
Literally, you're becoming more and more the meme. He keeps living in Florida. He's becoming much more and more Florida man. I know he's Cincinnati band. What did 5 fingers say to the face?
Oh shit! Almost smacked the beard off, Lexus.
He's like that Etch-a-Sketch dude. He just shake it up and fucking disappears.
But it looks like Stephanie Vaquer on her way out, folks. We go to a commercial break. Lots going on here at the channel. Like Nick said, 7:45 tomorrow. We are back for Dynamite Thursday. The Wing Show as we go toe to toe with all the hot wings, all the WrestleMania trivia this edition. It's going to be a fun one. Nick's defending that crown. We'll see. I miss my crown. I miss my precious. I'm coming for it.
Yeah, fucking Schmiegel over there trying to get his entitle back here. But no, we got to make sure. Keep it away.
Right. I'm actually pumped, excited for this one because it's WrestleMania. I think all three of us are coming in swinging. Like we did international shows and it was like a lot of swings and guesses. But Mania one should be a bit.
Yeah, but we've also had a lot of instant replays and everything. We might need to start invoking, instant replays, fan reactions, go to the judge's decision and everything.
Mm-hmm. So we're looking forward to it. Remember, Friday we're live at 2:45 p.m. again. As we are now in where are we Friday?
Italy.
Bologna, right?
Yeah, I don't want to say my country has a first name. HBO. Yeah, right. No.
Trick gonna lead the culling. No, I'm pretty sure Sean's got that job. But yeah, I mean, lots to talk about, lots to get into here. I think Trick Williams is the new leader of this faction with Lennox. That would be interesting.
Make it make sense. It would be interesting. Show me the connective tissue.
How do they tie it together? That's definitely my question as well. But it would be something new for Trick. I mean, maybe tonight that's what happens. I mean, we do have the underground match.
Heel zone. Like, why does every heel now need to be in a goddamn faction? Why does everybody else need some other mastermind and anything?
Not all of them. Alexis King,
Naomi, Trick. They have two off the top.
Well, Naomi's getting out of a faction.
Yeah. Right, but you had everybody and their goddamn brother out there trying to come up with some theory as to how Bianca's really the mastermind. But wait, it could have been Lash Legend. It could have been this person. It could have been that person. Jade attacked herself all along.
There's a small part of me still holding on to the idea that somehow, some way, Bianca had something to do with this.
She was dressed for a funeral. And we never paid more attention to wrestling attire until this type of shit.
And no, I mean, Naomi, confesses, I did it for The Rock, I did it for the Bianca, but I'm still kind of holding out that Bianca. I mean, Mania is gonna be really interesting because I really do want Io to win at Mania. So Belair, I mean, is a tough pick to go against. So interesting. Is the best. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much. Gotta like the Leafs. I love the Leafs Patty Day jerseys. So yeah, the green and white.
It's just green instead of blue.
No, it's like St. Pat's got a clover on it and shit. It's dope.
Just change the leaf and
right.
The color.
We need another
amazing.
Right? You should see their 420 jerseys. I got
that should be their fucking shit that they're on.
Nowadays they could get away with it. 2K25 first thing. Creeds versus Paxley and Ripley. Okay, there you go. Spaz. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. What's up? Howdy, pal. How you doing? Dawn's back with us. Right there with you, KJ. Still don't think Bianca is completely innocent. Yeah, I don't know why. I just don't believe it.
You don't believe in Naomi.
I do believe in Naomi. I believe more in Bianca.
Bianca has this kind of tweenish of you, the questionable morals. I saw the thing going around to where she was trying to find a place to sit and eat a goddamn donut at the WWE, the Raw locker room, and can't fucking find a seat to sit in because I don't know if I'm gonna get jumped.
Right. Well, question.
Yeah.
If Bianca wins at Mania, does she just stay on SmackDown? Do you think somehow it'll be tied to the draft of where she ends up? She ends up being on Raw. I think is unlikely.
I don't think that's unlikely at all. I think WrestleMania to me has always been a lot of for the most part, the conclusion of a lot of storylines.
Well, for sure.
You still get some residuals and everything.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm saying I don't hold anything to where like Roman Reigns almost at this point feels like he's a Raw superstar, even though he's technically a SmackDown guy.
Yeah.
Right. If Bianca wins at Mania, so she goes to Raw. End of discussion. I don't think she's beholden to SmackDown or anything.
No, but that's my question. I don't see her moving to Raw permanently.
Why not?
I don't know. I think she's a better fit on SmackDown. I think her hubby's on SmackDown. I don't know.
But we don't know where the cards lay after this draft, though.
That's part of the question. Like, okay, Bianca wins, and then Charlotte gets drafted to SmackDown. Or, sorry, gets drafted to Raw, perhaps.
Why do I like Crucifino so much more than fucking Half Stack here?
I like Stacks.
I like Crucifino. Man's out here in the pinstripe attire. Man's look like is now starting in right field for the New York Yankees. Ruka's Crucifino.
Stacks got that blue pinstripe, though. I mean, Stacks and Tony about to have issues.
Yeah, but Crucifino always reminds me of Christ, what is his name? I had it and I lost it. Of anyone that's watched The Sopranos that Tony brings over from Italy and everything, that Carmela actually like ends up with a big crush over. Yeah, don't just start. You're gonna start profiling yourself. You start naming off all these fucking names and everything.
Antonio,
somebody help me. Yeah, Antonio
Spadafora.
You actually might be helping me.
He's getting closer.
Right, but anyways, no. Furio, thank you, Floyd. Furio, yes, 100%.
There you go. And here comes Stephanie Vaquer, the top of the mountain in NXT. As far as the ladies go, both belts.
The fuego to my Furio right now is Stephanie Vaquer. Bro, and it's, are you really mad or upset that it's like this is Stephanie here instead of Julia or anything?
No. See, that's a weird thing because I think sometimes the fans kind of develop these unhealthy, deep connections.
Social relationships with people.
Right? I mean, Stephanie, I will be honest. I think Stephanie has kind of had a bigger impact since landing. Doesn't mean Julia sucks. Julia's still going to be good. Julia's still got a future, but Steph has come in and just kind of taken it a little more by storm. Her transition has been faster for me. And I think a lot of fans were like getting behind her. So I'm good with it.
I feel like it's two trains that are like literally looking each other eye to eye. Like you almost don't know if they're moving because they're moving at the same rate of speed here. I wouldn't say one's ahead of the other.
No.
It's a coin flip to me.
And it's a
how you want to go with this. So I'm not mad. I agree with you.
Yeah. Like, no, and it's 100%. Like, if you were to say to me, well, I really like what Julia's done. I give you that. Like, they're neck and neck. It's you can't be wrong here. It's an opinion. What flavor?
Not unless you're Booker T.
Well, we know what ladies.
Sucky ducky quack quack.
Right. Yeah, wherever the Street Profits will be, she will be. So yeah, I that's part of my thought process for sure, Don. So then that would mean Charlotte or Tiffany would be moving over to the red brand.
No. Or they both move to the red brand and you move the other people over here.
Wait, what? No, but if Bianca wins, if Bianca's staying with the Profits, then that's SmackDown. So therefore, the SmackDown.
But you move the Profits to Raw then too. Like they're not beholden.
Move them all. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Move everybody.
Right. And well, that's do they fucking follow it anyways? Let's be honest. This is like so. I can't even get into Tom Brady lining up for the Indianapolis Colts right now. Austin Matthews for the Philadelphia Flyers. What the fuck are we doing out here?
Well, yeah, and I mean, I want to say like, well, the draft's coming up, and maybe at least they'll stick to it now.
We've switched stances on this because you used to hate this.
I did. I can't I always defend the draft. Like, okay, well, they're gonna get it because what's the point of doing it? And then Trips almost is worse than Vince. Trips is fucking, I don't care. Fuck it. You're like, everybody's on like this Friday's Seth and CM Punk on SmackDown. Like, here we go.
Oh,
hey, who is it?
Jordan. I hear the sirens, and I no longer think Scott Steiner. I think Big Mama Pump instead of Big Papa Pump.
Looking like a jacked highlighter.
Yeah. I'm a swolly girl in a swolly world. Life in NXT. It's fantastic.
Right. Do you think yeah, I think so. Because it doesn't make sense to win the North American title offer. You know what I mean? Like, well, it's a tough shit.
Would it make sense to
wait. Jada Parker.
Miss Parker. How you doing, Miss Parker?
Jada, you talking about
that's a big step up for Jada. Jada Jordan, I mean, she's gonna lose.
But this is what we were talking about. Jada put her foot down on the gas, and she's bypassing people. And that's the thing. Like, we're good as long as whoever's getting the push is earning it. Jada's been a star.
Because I was gonna say, do they, obliterate the North American title, which would feel weird. After they just kind of made it. Do you do a triple threat, 2 out of 3 falls? First fall, this title, second fall, that title.
Yeah,
that's an old school step. Yeah. That's a Austin honor trip.
It is kind of possible, right? But I would be mad because I think if I got the first fall, I'd want the heavyweight title. I don't want the secondary title for I'll just wait.
Yeah, and if you do it that way, then so you're fighting over the secondary title, not the world title.
They had the bronze split more than they didn't. Yeah. At times. It depends. The main event picture ignored a lot of it.
Yeah, but everybody else didn't.
And Netflix kind of threw a wrench in things. The European tour now, like Roman, we saw Roman on Raw. We're going to see everybody on SmackDown. So, yeah.
Right.
So there you go. Parker putting Vaquer on notice, folks. Vaquer.
Yeah. Val and Jada Parker, absolutely. Miss Parker thick, absolutely. Hank and Tank. They just keep going from things I like to things I like.
Hank and Tank in the house.
Jada, good lord.
Damn.
I need Grace's leg workout, my God.
Should be crushing.
Picking up Jonathan Gresham into his booster chair every day or every night for dinner.
Right.
I took an unnecessary shot that I didn't need to.
As we head to commercial break, Izek asking KJ and Big Nick, you be here next Monday night Raw Netflix UK time, yes or no? We will be here at 2:45. Oh no, actually, I think Monday is 3:45.
3:45 because it's 4 p.m. start time.
So we will be here at 3:45 in the afternoon, folks. So I mean, not a terrible time. I mean, get home if you have work, if you have school, you get back home, grab a snack, come hang out with the boys. We'll chat, we'll do our thing, and we'll say goodnight.
Wrestling at this time schedule for the U.S. audience, on one hand, is amazing if that stinking darn work didn't get in the way and everything. If you weren't like, do I keep my job or do I watch Monday Night Raw? If it wasn't that kind of vibe, yeah. Well, because we sat there, we made merch off of Brunch with the Boys and everything. Right. Like, love having afternoon international pay-per-views and all that.
Absolutely.
And as I'm in commercial break, but I'll say this, so that's too what I like with what they did with the Cena segment of, I don't know if you would have gotten anywhere near that same level of a reaction in the US. You would have gotten some people cheering him, some people booing, that hate and the chants, and where he's out there leaving and nah, and it was just that everything was just tenfold.
I think he is going to get booed strong from a lot of the crowds.
I hope.
Yeah, I don't have any fear. Like, I don't think this is lacking. I don't think it's uninteresting. It's one of the most talked about, if not the most talked about thing across the board right now. Like, any apprehension, I don't know where it's coming from.
To me, it's because U.S. wrestling fans will cheer the heel and boo the babyface type of and everything.
We might get the split chant though. The Cena sucks. Let's go.
Yeah, you'll probably get that, like I said. But to me, to have that the first time you see him, and like I said, I loved a lot of it to where he's there and you pan out, and keeps getting bigger and keeps getting bigger and keeps getting bigger, and there's the crowd, and they're still booing him, and they're still hating him, and everything, and like how tight Cena wore his hat to where he looked like goddamn Darth Vader out there. You couldn't damn near see his eyes and everything. Visually, the way they presented that. That was the best way you could do it and to start it.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, I think very advantageous because let's be real, the international crowds are murdering it and they are amped, they are ready to go. Brussels was so to an extent that is part of the aura that kind of came out of that moment, for sure. And would he get booed? Would people be mad at him? Yeah. Would it have been as deep, as long? Would we have the sing-alongs? Maybe not. Because it's not, we said the U.S. got to step up their fandom. If you're paying tickets to go to these shows, Philadelphia, make some goddamn noise.
Right. CM, what up? Appreciate you. That's 100. That's why, like I said, the environment, the setting, like that poor kid, he just sat there. He bought some fucking Augustus. I don't know his actual name, but Augustus sat there and he was excited to go to the show. And he bought some John Cena merch. He was so excited. And he's right there, right on the fucking corner when everybody comes out. And his hero, the only time he's ever going to get to see John Cena live in his life, points him specifically out and makes him the biggest meme for this whole heel turn.
It's crazy. But I actually heard a streamer have a very good point of like, don't feel bad for this kid. Now this kid can go to like every wrestling convention.
Absolutely. Yeah. I saw her too. Yeah.
It was
100%. Yeah, that kid's he's now the Brock Lesnar guy. There's the Brock Lesnar guy.
And the CM Punk guy. Right? The CM Punk guy got the same treatment. That he will always, for the rest of his life.
Izzy has a whole wrestling career off that shit.
Facts. So we got Hank and Tank in the ring, or coming out to the ring.
Yes.
It's funny with that. Tank looks more like actually a member of Public Enemy by the day.
I love it though. Again, this is like Seth Rogen and Public Enemy,
right?
Used together.
How do you book Dirty Dom turn on Finn? They're already in the process of the game. Yeah,
he's the only person that can be a heel and turn heel.
Like, yeah, just keep going. No, we've seen those seeds planted. We see the issues. Finn's not going to be happy next Monday, so I think we're in the process of watching that. The big caveat here is they talked about it multiple times now. JD looking for a new member, plus JD returning from a punctured lung sooner than later is good news. I'm happy to hear that.
I think we get the dissolution, the dissolve of Judgment Day, the street trash, all that. They get taken out to the dumpster. They got brought out to the curb. Need new members. JD's coming back. So I was on the sidelines the whole time. I'm on the fucking sidelines. You're looking for a new member because they were going to bring in Penta. Penta ain't working. Obviously,
no, and that's
I like Penta versus Braun, by the way, but we can get at that at a later date.
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, I could see Judgment Day continuing on. Like they're lighter, they're fluffier. Keep Liv and Dom together. They ain't doing
street trash. That's street trash. That's not Judgment Day anymore.
No, it's evolved. It's different.
But so who you got? We've got Hank and Tank versus Briggs and Yoshi.
Right, I thought it was 1-on-1 at first, but no, both men are here, dude. I'm hoping I'm going for Yoshi and Briggs just because I want a Yoshi splash.
No, Hank and Tank. We named them. We want royalties on this shit. Hank and Tank get the win here.
I want to see the Yoshi splash, bro. It's one of my favorite things in wrestling.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, I don't dig Yoshi. I don't dig you got to hype yourself up for a splash.
Right, it's the funniest shit. Asking a fan to watch AW with you is like saying, "Let me offer you a NyQuil absinthe smoothie for a long ride home on a long and lonesome highway." Yeah, no shit.
East to Omaha.
Right. Thank you for the super chats, guys.
But there is good in AW. It's just, where is it? If it was there at Revolution, it's playing peekaboo right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, both men.
What the was that supposed to be?
I don't know, but it didn't look fun at all.
No, that's how you break all your ankles. You ever watch 4 ankles break at the same time? No, well, I have.
Damn it. Yeah, I think that the other part of that is, and MDB has a good point here, as we appreciate that. I do think some of the fans, like I said, some fans were mad that it was only talking. And it's like, they will fight. Like, they will have a moment. Like, they are going to make us wait. They're going to make us pay. They're going to make us, they're going to pull it out as long as they can. Triple H is all about the patience. And this was the first thing. And I thought Cody wins round 1. Perfect. Let's go.
Fair enough. Oh, that 100%. I agree with you on that. I wanted the verbal back and forth. I wanted the sparring. We've seen it. I still constantly, Cena and Roman live rent free in my head with that whole promo back and forth. You want to be the big dog. It's called a promo. Yeah. You're going to have to learn how to cut one. All of that. Like, well, and even when Cena went into the people that buy my merch are the worst, I was like, that's Punk during the fucking pipe bomb of everyone that's cheering me right now. You're just as bad as them. But like, how did you feel about Cody's response? That's a big question.
I thought Cody was strong. I thought Cody was, like I said, I think they were smart. A lot of people are expecting John to kind of just do that kind of speech and kind of dust Cody. And they got to be very mindful of that is your current champion. Round 1 went to Cody, dropping the mic on you sound like a whiny bitch. Kind of a nice point because again, Cody gets to say what the fans are thinking and walks off and leaves it at that. Where does it go from here? The walkout with no music and just letting the fans have that moment was so perfectly done. No music for Cody and and real quick, finish that and we'll get back to my next thought.
No, go ahead. No.
But yeah, they're letting them walk out like that with no music and then just the fans singing. Beautiful.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and I thought it was interesting with Cody who kept looking back at John as he's about to do the whoa. Right. I think Cody's promo was really well done for even the 2 sentences it was and it really hit home of that's who I want to face. Not this guy, because whoever this guy is, you're a whiny bitch. And I guess because I wasn't the biggest fan of the promo itself, that I saw flaws in the promo. That clearly was Cody 1-0, but I'm waiting like you are for the. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I legitimately thought I saw a lot of people kind of really express like that was one of the best promos of his entire career.
Yeah,
like,
and it was 2 sentences.
No, I mean as far as Cena goes, and then
for
I was
going to say Cody,
for Rhodes to come out and make it short, sweet, and to the point. Again, it's just this, buying time, waiting for the moments, and this is going to continue.
Cody right now feels like where John was when John faced The Rock.
A little bit, yeah. Ironically,
yeah. Well, I think that's almost intentional, a little bit,
yeah.
And I do think that we're going to get the very much the back and forth between these two.
Yeah.
Christ, you brought up another point, and I wish I could.
The other thing I was going to say is I saw fans out there going, "This is bullshit. They didn't change his music. They didn't change." But literally,
that second segment of the promo, I didn't like him mentioning that. Like that felt like really inside baseball, though.
I don't think it's inside baseball at all. If you're a fan of,
you got your Yoshi splash. Sorry,
and I got the win. No, I think that's perfect. Like everybody thinking, "Oh my god." Expecting, John in a suit and John with new music and him to come out and say, I'm not doing shit. Dude, to me, that's why I like the promo so much is it's true to exactly what is happening. It is true to his true feelings and it is actually relatable opposed to him acting like something.
Fair enough. I will give you, like I said, to me, in my fantasy booking halfway mind and everything, I'm still essentially get to the same conclusion, just the introductory, the opening chapter or so is a slight bit different, but yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But up next we are getting the family coming out.
Valentino, the Yoshi splash.
The Yoshi splash. I did kind of miss it. I caught the replay though. But we go to commercial break, folks. And
that's what I was gonna add. It's a lazy Susan. Again, it's fully 100% a lazy Susan. Sorry, mea culpa. No, with the John Cena leaving, I did really like like I said, that to me was a really good touch of where he's leaving and everyone, again, you get all the chance of nah. The last second, like look back and then go forward and everything, like that was almost like too much. Like if you would have just left off.
Really?
Yeah, I know I'm being nitpicky. I know I'm being nitpicky, but I mean, if you would have just caught if you would have had a brisk, if you would have circumcised that shit off, it might have been a little better.
Yeah, no, again, I think it adds to, he's shown the fans the disdain, but my God, I mean, how, again, it's like I said, I've had a big issue with lots of the IWC as of late, and it's just going out of the way to find problems with things. Him looking over his shoulder didn't impact or change much. I don't even, that blows my mind. But at the end of the day, man, I truly think the guy just hit an absolute jam of a fucking promo. Turn the world on its head, and people are still like, I mean, if this was 10 years ago, people would lose their fucking mind. Maybe that's part of the problem. But at the end of the day, I mean, it was fucking masterfully delivered, and I don't even remember him peeking over his shoulder at the end.
I will admit that moment was picky. I will give you credit. I will bend the knee on that. But I still think, like I said, the environment and everything around it was a masterclass, and I can see where that really elevated the promo. I personally, I guess it's just me being a nerd of separating the two, but yeah, that's again, and it's a difference of perspective. But I fully see of the crowd response there. Of again, I loved hearing the "Let's go, Cena sucks." I don't think we've heard that in 10 years. But you're instantly reminded of, oh yeah, there was like a large chunk of John's career to where that's all he heard anytime.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, it is teach their own, but Ultimately, I'm really curious to see where it goes. Folks, we are on a commercial break. And again, we are back tomorrow and all week long for all your favorite wrestling. Our numbers are growing by the minute. We'd really like to see 10K soon. So make sure you be a friend, tell a friend. Let's continue this channel, this community growing. And again, I've had nothing but issues with the IWC lately. So welcome to the WFU, the Wrestling Utopia. But does the Culling need the win from Stoner Jesus? I don't know that they need the win. They should get the win, but a need might be a little strong. Sean just got that world title, but I do think they are getting the win.
Yeah, but them getting the win should be maybe the end of the family. I wonder, we've battled back and forth for a while about what do you do with Tony D'Angelo? Do you call him up? Does he stay in NXT? Like, if you call him up, you call the whole family up. Right. Has the family run its course?
It might have. Like, I mean, Tony is a good guy, good size. There's times where I think the family stuff's a little too gimmicky Italian guy, but ironic because he is Italian. But ultimately, it will be very curious. But they are close. I don't know if tonight might not be the straw that breaks the camel's back, but it's definitely another notch in the
old oak tree.
The old oak tree. What's up, Samu Raider?
What up? Think we get another Lucha Day tomorrow?
Not quite.
Oh, we're coming back with CW mentioned on NASCAR and everything. In your quickest opinion, and I guess if you want to feel the full effect, tune into Wednesday. How are you feeling about Harley Graham instead of Harley Cameron? I know how to push the man's buttons.
It's like push her as far away from the belt so she doesn't outshine the person holding the belt. That's what it is. That is what you call a burial. As I got Eddie walking in the dressing room, a lot of people avoiding him and chatting with Ridge.
We actually got some stuff in common. We ain't got shit for you. So how about you want to be a tag team?
Right. But no, man, Harley deserves better. I've been on the record about it. # we want Harley. She's making the best of it. She's entertaining. But, I mean, guys, it ain't it. I mean, a hologram getting pushed. The people were all excited about their new tag team name because their first tag team name sucked. Like, really? Come on. I get it. You want to be excited. But this hologram shit ain't it. Harley, again, it's the ego of Mercedes Moné where put her over on Collision. We don't want to see her. We don't want to talk about her. We don't want to know she exists because she might make the person we're treating like the best in the division look less than, and she's too fragile for it.
We can talk about fragile people involved in that women if you want to, or we can talk about how, hologram is still very much just a projection of a perception and all that, and it ain't working.
Right. One of my favorite things to watch is watching like-minded people give each other shit. Be like, are you the Spider-Man meme right now? You're yelling at pretty much yourself. All the shit you're saying, just turn it around. But hey, fragile be fragile, my guy.
Yeah, Charmin, not sponsored.
You get nothing. Yes.
Anyone else think of the Willy Wonka movie? Yes. When he said this, the second he said this, I was like, you get nothing. Good days.
He's talking to the children. He's talking to the faithful of like.
He sat there and picked out Augustus specifically and shit on. That's a villain arc. That's the debut of a villain arc.
Yeah. Ridge and Eddie, a tag team. Well, they got common enemies as here comes the Culling.
Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot call tonight.
Right. But we're not wasting any time.
Right. So yes, for those uninitiated in the factions and everything, we have Channing Lorenzo, Adriana Rizzo, Luca Cristofino taking on Brooks Jensen, Izzy Dame, and Nico Vance, aka Timu Rusev.
Timu Rusev, hilarious.
Timo Miro, that almost rolls off the tongue a little bit better.
Right.
Zangief, if you will.
Zangief. That's a way to go with it.
Yeah. Hadouken.
Somebody did ask about tomorrow. Harley Graham is funny and over, but it's far from what the fans wanted her to involve with. But and again, it is very much that push her down the ladder. Again, I think that's one of the biggest flaws of AEW's 6-year lifespan is they've pushed the wrong people and pushed down people that really got over. They killed MJF. They lost Wardlow. Harley Graham's another example. Eddie Kingston, when he was on fire and they were writing articles about the heart and soul of this guy, there was just person after person that deserved better. Will Ospreay's another guy in that boat out here doing mid-card fucking promos for nothing when he should be the face of the fucking company. That becomes their downfall. And the Harley's another example. Mark Briscoe loses to Mark fucking Davis. What are we doing?
Mark on Mark action. And it seems like if you tune into Twitter, if you click on the Twitter app at any time, that's all it is. Mark on Mark action. But yes, but it seems like there's a glass ceiling of very much you get to hear and then you don't get to anywhere else. We use you and then we use you up.
Yeah. Well, it's very much like the VKM thing of like, if I don't like you, it doesn't matter what the fans think. I'm just going to book who I like. And that's kind of what it feels like now.
It's action figure booking. It's no longer lazy booking. Sorry, Jim. Sorry, Brian. It's action figure booking at this point.
Right. Family getting 33%, Culling getting 53, nobody getting 13. So I think we are going to get a winner in this one. I think it will be the Culling.
Oh.
I think Tony might have a hand in the family losing by accident as the stacks turn.
Yeah.
The days of our Italians.
The days of my paisans. Yeah. No.
Through the air.
Rizzo. I believe I can. Oh, submarine.
Beauty school dropout. Go
tell
back
me more,
to high school.
Tell me more. There's no reason to talk about AEW when we got NXT on. Fair enough. That's why you need to tune in to Wednesday.
Yeah, bro. That's what we do.
Well, no, don't worry. I got some things. We need to talk about.
But we go to a commercial break for some of you guys out there. I think, are you getting picture in picture?
I'm picture in picture. CW does me right when it comes to you and I. We don't got to sync up too much. We got picture in picture the whole way through. But how you feel about the Lance Anawaki story coming out?
It's another one of those stories that nobody from within the building said that. Again, I think if you have an inability to put a name on a source, then it's bullshit. If you can't come out and say so-and-so said, and I know, oh, well, they can't do that because then, well, then shut the fuck up because I don't believe you. Could he be difficult? I know Zilla went through some growing pains as far as, you know, when you kind of already feel like you're destined to land where you hope to go, could there be a bit of an ego or a bit of like, you know, I'm part of this tree, leave me alone, I'll be fine. But I don't believe it. The guy was rehabbing. The guy was coming off injury. We're already in the midst of a hot run for NXT. You can't. I think they're just patience and whatever. But I don't know, folks. When we know something, we'll tell you we know it. I think everyone's guessing.
I'm gonna just out and outright say I think it's all a bunch of bullshit. Because you even had Malcolm Man Muscle. I hope I said that right.
Right.
Vitamins make the word slur. But I know he's actually close with Lance and everything, and even pointed out of Man's coming off an injury and everything. And the only source, the source I saw it from, our other favorite source, so your favorite source, Cultaholic, sat there and was sourcing good old Uncle Dave to where you even go to the article what he's talking about, and everybody's on there like, stop talking about Dave. Stop, shut up, stop.
It's not even, it's not even talking about Dave anymore. And somebody said, well, they quote news sources. Dave's not a news source.
Dave's not here, man. Dave's not here.
Like, it's bullshit. And that's the thing. If you're going to quote somebody, you know, fine, quote them. But Dave is just start quoting us. And our half
we have more credibility than Dave. We've said this now for 2 fucking years of sitting there, and it's been proven more and more proof positive at this point of literally our takes are more in touch as to what's actually going on. We don't have any sources. We admit we don't have any sources. We don't pretend we have sources. Unlike fucking Dave out there, and his goddamn word gets taken as goddamn gospel.
Well, and again, when you see this man get caught in lies multiple times, what are you thinking as the person that continues to pay for to get behind that paywall? What is your thought process? Why do you follow him? Why are you subscribed to him when you have seen that he's been outed time and time and time and time again? It baffles me. He should be outright boycotted. His membership should be 0, and his presence in the wrestling world should be gone.
Yeah, is the Observer Network the InfoWars of fucking wrestling media?
Right, kind of.
I'm telling you right now, they just don't want Lance Inouye out here. He's not big over with that. They got an issue with him. I don't have any sources, but just trust me. Fucking Alvarez, your co-host, is sitting there starting to argue with him. Imagine if you and I were out here and either one of us started going on it. And I know we go back and forth, but we're sitting there like, you're completely wrong. What are you talking about? Are you even watching the same product? Like, that's insane.
Oh,
yo, when did Jensen get a goddamn haircut?
And new pants.
Threw me off. The mullet is gone.
Right.
He lost all his superpowers.
Right. Do you think the family will translate to the main roster? It's a tough show. I don't know, Nick. I'm not sold.
No.
I think it's just Tony.
What?
I think it's just Tony if he goes up.
I don't think that gimmick works right now on the main roster.
Maybe not.
No, well, because think about it. You've got the biggest family in wrestling out there running everything. The Anoa'i, the Samoan bloodline. Like, you're going to bring up a family storyline with the biggest family going on? You're small pickles.
The call is coming from inside the house. I love that one. I agree with you. It's a tough one.
But Dave on the giant fucking.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. But the match rolls on, folks. Right now, we have Nixon.
No, we have. No, not Nixon Newell. That's Tegan Knox. We have Nico Vance taking on Luca Crucifino. We have Christine taking on Nico.
Stacks down. Stacks.
Oh, Stacks. Nost Mahomes. Instead of, we can no longer say Nost Malone, so it's Nost Mahomes.
Right. I'll be right back, sir.
There you go. You're going to leave me with my family out here. Well, yes, I've got Nico Zangief taking on Stacks right now, but absolutely, again, if you haven't done so, let me know who you're taking. I'm confused what WWE is doing. Hey, Kaleo, KJ Nick debut yet? No, they have not. And I don't get this any sort of confusion, what have you. Like, oh, Rizzo. Got me thinking about Nico, but yeah. Rizzo with the double and the Meteora off of somebody's back at this point now. Crucifino firing up as he's actually, I guess, going to be the sneaky top guy, the tribal guy out there, or the family guy when it comes to Evolve. But why ain't Brooks Jensen just stay with one gimmick or outfit? He's evolving. He's figured out who he is. That's what it was. Damien I'm confused with WWE. With Hikuleo and Lance. Well, Lance is coming off an injury. Hikuleo still and again, there's still layers upon layers and still ways that they can go with this. Theoretically, honestly, if they brought Lance in and they managed to make it not connected to the bloodline, it would still be fucking good. Shatter Machine from the family. That is surprising as hell. So Tony's getting mugged and beat up by the masked bandits, the Wubba bandits, the Wiener Wobbers out here. Retribution out there just beating the piss tar and leather out of Tony D'Angelo. Chris, I like how Cena hasn't changed his look, and like he's still the same, which works because the difference is we can see him now like his true colors. It's a paradox of himself. As did Nico just get the pin? Yes, so Nico Vance just got the pin on Crucifino. Well, that explains why he's in Evolve. But yeah, the Cena thing, I thought it was interesting of him addressing, oh, Cena's turning. Well, I did like I'm not a heel. I'm not a babyface. I'm a human being. There was good lines and good moments in Cena's promo for me. But yeah, Nico that was a hell of a finisher. I don't even know what to fully call that. That was like if I go to sleep at an F5, but goddamn. But he even pitched at or talked about how you deserve nothing. You're not getting, a new attire, a new music, a new this, a new that. You deserve nothing. As I've got KJ's favorite GM, Ava. Hey, she's covering up the navel. Talking to Stephanie backstage. But yes. As I see, Fallon's here, but 2-1, 3-0. As I will remind everybody, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We do this for anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling. Back at it like a jackrabbit tomorrow for AW Dynamite. Thursday, we got Wing in the Ring to where I'm the reigning, defending, undisputed Wing champion. Friday is SmackDown again, early smart time if you pay attention. Over in the UK, over in Europe. But absolutely often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. Be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe. Hi. So we've got Fallon, Jada, and Jordan all kind of staking claims to Stephanie out here, as Carmen coming out at fucking goddamn Ashante the Adonis out here, just Timu weekend. But I am interested, like, this has surprisingly made Carmen more interesting to me. Respectfully, she was just kind of Kill Bill. She was, the Canadian martial artist, and that was about the top tier for her gimmick. But now she's out here doing a little couples thing. But Carmen taking on JC Jane out here. I get that they're doing now. WWE's got the whole fucking top steal and everything, but god damn it, at least if you're going to use the cards to tell me what match is coming up, at least make them legible, make them readable. Excuse me. Well, I saw we got 87. I saw 90 something. Let's see if we can get to triple digits out here in the live chat. As what are we at on likes on the stream? We're at 217 likes on the stream. So let's see if we can at least, get to triple digits out here watching live with us. What? As I'm in commercial break. Almost a burning hammer by Nico. It's a little bit like that. It was a burning hammer, but he lets go at the very end. So it's like in that F5E vein-ish. Or what was it? Was it the TKO that Mark Merrow had that was kind of essentially a burning hammer? It was honestly close to that move. Yeah. Triple threat, what? Kyle, Nick, could you see Fallon possibly being called up at some point this year? Absolutely. I thought she was going to get called up before KJ's favorite, Kiana James, and everything. I think she's talented. I think she's really. Do you see her as an NXT Women's Champion? Does she just kind of float through the mid card? And again, would it almost be you develop her throughout the mid card on the main roster, or you do it in NXT, and then by the time you call her up, she's main title talent. But yeah, I could very much see her. I've been petitioning for the longest time, and now maybe with Mickey getting pulled off of LFG, maybe we could get it. But we get, softcore country instead of hardcore country of Mickey and Fallon team up together. Maddie, what up? What does the baby computer call his father? Instead of Dada, it's Data. There we go. See, I don't know if I like that joke because I got to emphasis on Data. Mandula oblongata. I feel like getting goddamn Bobby Boucher's instructor there. Jose, they might as well use a mannequin instead of Ava at this point. You all put some respect on Ava. I get she's there, but what more do you expect from an NXT general manager? I'll ask it that way, because I've gone through the gamut of defending Ava, of attire, her booking, her, I guess, on-screen work, what have you. What would you expect more? Who would you have as NXT GM besides Ava? You can answer me, I'm sure. Trust me. KJ's already writing down a list of criteria and qualifications. He's sitting there writing down a goddamn resume platform for this shit. But Stoner Jesus, what up? What up? What is she doing? I'm in. Huh? Nick, it's a burning hammer, but he sits the guy out on his belly rather than on his shoulder. Yeah, so that's, as we're getting a replay from moments ago of the still to be named, to be theoretically acknowledged mystery faction out here taking out Tony D'Angelo. But yeah, when you get into all of that, it's all the different Christ. You get another Feast Your Eyes, and yeah. Now you just want me to sit there and goddamn play either 2K24 or buy 2K25 and fuck around in the creation suite. But I got Fatal Influence coming out right now. So I got JC Jane coming out. 2.0 Teddy Long player. Holla, holla, holla. Stone or Regal. Huh. I'm just saying she's unnecessary, Nick. Jose, who are you saying was unnecessary? Oh, Ava. All right. Yeah. You and KJ have a common enemy, I would say, with that. I'm not opposed to it. I don't mind it. I don't hate it. I don't get bothered by it. But Fatal Influence out here. Now, do we see them as a main roster group or anything, or are they kind of beholden to NXT for a little bit here? Because I don't think they're bad at all. I mean, Fallon, I think, has main roster talent right there. JC, maybe, but I worry because of Alba, or I worry because of Isla, actually. Jasmine, she's NXT for a hot minute, but Carmen about to take on Jasmine, or JC Jane. There we go. Carmen Petrovich about to take on JC Jane. So, folks, let me know in the chat who you taking. Big Nick for next GM. Trust me. Maybe that's, if y'all ask for that enough, maybe we'll see if we can make that work or something like that. We do like a My GM mode or something between all of us on the channel. We'll see. Cage is going to come back and be like, I was not prepared for that. But yeah, we'll see. That'd be interesting to do. But yeah, I'm always down for some good booking. What? Carmen for the win. My God, falling in love. With who? With me? Paul, I love you, but I might have to be like John Cena, break up with you. Sorry. I'm sorry. JC for the win. Got Carmen for the win. Alan, who do you think about Roxanne Perez on Raw Mean roster? The Mean roster? I think she'll be battling it out with not KJ White on the main roster, but
Speaking
Bailey.
of the main roster,
right. You heard of the Dream Team? Well, here comes the Mean Team.
Hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em high.
If I smoke them high, smoke them high, and you smoke them low, smoke them low.
I'll put up a late poll on this one. You probably won't get to vote before the ending.
There, salute your shorts, folks, with this one. But no, I've said it for a while. I think Bailey's Roxanne's lily pad to the main roster.
Yeah, no. She's there. She's been she's working Bailey. She'll probably have more stuff with Bailey coming up. But yeah, I mean, she's on the verge. She took that L to Jordan Grace. Felt like a baton moment, and that's the way it should be. Jordan looked like a stud, taking out Roxanne, and now, yeah, we'll see where Roxanne goes. But I think Roxanne's got a bright future. Been a fan of hers for a long time.
Yeah, she hasn't got to turn on the red light. How do you feel about this whole Petrovich, betrove,
hate it,
fucking Ashante? I wish he would have begun us. Yeah,
begun us. Yeah, I don't much care.
Let's be honest. How do we feel about Adonis?
JC pancakes, Carmen in the corner. No, it hasn't been great. And I heard you talking about a new GM. Anybody is the answer. Anybody can take over NXT.
Don't you say that.
Well, Sean's still booking it. Sean's still booking it.
Well, there were some people, throw out the idea of we do our own little whole GM modes and everything.
Right. Hey, it's a possibility.
Right.
But no, I mean, again, I think Ava is what Ava is. I mean, she doesn't overly impact the show. It is what it is. She just, again, it's you let a high schooler run the big.
You hate wallpaper. You hate wallpaper.
Wallflower. What are you doing?
Wallflower might be better. Yeah.
Oh, we got a chair. Odonis. Odonis. Oh, trying to get Carmen to use a chair. The crowd is whispering to each other. What the fuck are we watching?
Right. This is what the fuck we're fucking trying to see right now.
What if Cody goes to Cena's house and puts a cup down without a coaster? Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Run back the Randy angle with Cody. Send him to John.
I don't know. I saw everyone saying that Nikki Bella was justified for why she left John after all this.
You know what I said? I was like, if you want to get this man like true nuclear heat, put him back with Nikki. They show up together. JC gets the win. My God.
We move along from talking about that.
There would be people, the crowd would look like they all fucking sipped on Ipecac. It'd be horrid for everybody.
Yeah. Because they stopped tuning in. I don't want to. They didn't tune into it when it was on ETV. Why the fuck do I need to watch it on Netflix?
Right. Okay, here's the trade. Ava beats Sasha for the TBS title, but Jericho's the new champ. You know what? That's kind of win-win. I accept that. Then it makes sense that she's wearing halter tops because she's actually in the ring. Sasha's no longer champ. Jericho is GM. Ugh.
Yeah, but how are you gonna go at Ava in the ring and everything? Because I was the only one even out there trying to give her a pass on the schism.
Right? No.
I've been an Ava stand for a minute. I'll keep it a buck.
Yeah, she's schismed out. Sorry.
Yeah.
But thank you for the super chat. We're with Hank and Tank again.
Yeah, it's like a mirror. But
Wesley,
Tyreek, and Tyson.
Tyson and Tyreek, yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Ringsider Anthony. I should have streamed me playing 2K Showcase on this channel. Y'all would have witnessed me throwing the controller off the floor. Jokes. Listen, man, we should talk about that, Anthony, if that's something we did that once before, but nobody gave a shit about the game we thought we were going to cover.
That's the thing, is the game sucked ass, so the series died.
The series died quick.
Like you said, it's your favorite coaster. Oh, you're going to make me do this, but all right.
Ricky Saints coming to the ring, taking on Ridge Holland.
Yeah, well, coming and going, but I will be back.
There you go. Nick taking a pause for the cause, folks. We got Ricky Saints in the building, set to take on Ridge Holland here tonight. I imagine this match is going to be watched under the microscope. Everybody hoping for Ricky to kind of stumble. But I got a lot of faith in Ricky. I think it's going to be a good match. A nice little solo introduction to the NXT crowd, as I believe some people are going to commercial break. Get in the chat. Let me know who you're taking. Who do you think gets the win here as Ridge and Ricky go one-on-one? Nobody. There we go. But what else we got? I love NXT, but she's the least talented thing that's been on this show in the 5+ years. Listen, it's a perception issue I have. I don't have any issue with her trying to be a superstar, trying to be on the roster and working towards that. I think it became very apparent very quick that maybe that is not genetic, or it skips a generation because maybe it's not her thing. It's the looking like a teenager trying to run an adult business. And that's where I have trouble, where she's yelling at certain people, grown ass people, trying to look at her like, wait, aren't you 15? So that is the overall dilemma. And again, the nepotism feels obvious with this one. What's your thoughts on Stephanie defending her belt versus Parker, then Fallon? Again, line them up. Give them good matches. Jada Parker's been on fire. Fallon has done well, stood out from this group. Joining Fatal Influence has benefited Fallon the most. She's been outstanding. And then if you look at what you have with Miss Parker, again, it's good matches. It's matches people want to see. And I think they're going to deliver. I think it's good. Keep it exciting. And I think it all leads to something big at Stand and Deliver. I got no sound on the show or on us. I feel like Ava is getting worse. It's just not getting better. I'll put it that way. Did you play 2K25 ladder match in Bloodline mode? Took me 3 times. I have not, Maddie. Sounds fun. Wesley as a heel has failed, in my opinion. I don't think it's terrible. I don't know if failed is the correct word, Richard. Maybe not quite out of the gate solid. I don't think they've really shattered anything or been like, oh my God. Keep in mind they've done a lot of the recent work has been on TNA, so don't discount that. I think it's okay. I think Wesley being a smaller guy, having 2 jacked up dudes on each side helps the view, helps the vibe for Wesley. Not a bad talker. He kind of gives me Ricochet vibes at times that way. But yeah, I mean, failed might be a little too early to say failed. Maybe failing. We'll see how it goes. Ricky and Oba, the best part of NXT men's division. Yeah, and I mean, I'd sprinkle a couple other names in there, but definitely Oba's doing outstanding things. I really like Ricky being in the fold. Don't forget Ethan Page. Javon's proven that he'll give us bangers. Yeah, I mean, outside of that, I mean, we might have to go down to the tag team division and talk about Fraxium. Why did the computer go to the doctor? It thought it had a terminal illness. Well played. Wesley lost his aura when he cut his hair. It definitely a complete different vibe. You're gonna have to try and figure that out, sir. Ricky Saints, let's go. Sounds working for me, bro. That's it. Sometimes people think it's us, and sometimes it is, but not tonight. Ricky Saints Row for the win. Ricky Saints for the win. Anybody still hung up on Ricky Saints? Probably not the best thing for me. IWC can't wait for him to botch. Oh, no, I hear it. I mean, the minute Jey Uso botched yesterday, a lot of people couldn't wait to point it out. Again, I mean, I have a very strong opinion, and we've been bucking the system. We've been going against the grain for a long time here. We want to see better. It's just so off-putting. I mean, and there's a collection of people. A lot of them went to another app off Twitter, but still hang around Twitter because of the FOMO. And ultimately, generally the most vile, strong, opinionated, ignorant people out there are the ones that are saying things like, oh, we should all love the wrestling, why can't we? But they are the ones that are kind of torching the buildings on the way through, telling everyone to be safe with their flames. But I got Jada Parker back on my screen. But ultimately, yeah, that's what I mean. To spend as much hours as some people seem to hate watching is crazy. Ricky Taints. Not my phone. My volume is on. Okay. Ricky for the W. Saints Row. Saints. Is it me or nobody give a shit about Ricky Saints in the crowd? I think it's you, Paul. Sorry. I haven't caught that vibe at all, my guy. I don't know if anyone else out there has. As Ricky's still waiting his opponent in the ring, as coming off Jada Parker getting ready for her match, coming up against Stephanie. Ricky Saints for the win. Bloodline mode is fun. I've seen people losing their shit. Well, apparently Anthony's had a temper tantrum or two. Let me see. 89% of the chat going for Ricky right now. 7 Ridge, 4 nobody. As Ridge coming out to the ring. Yeah, there's no way Ricky's losing this one. All right. Glad it worked out. Dale taking Ricky. I'm not seeing any Ridges. I'm predicting Jey Uso's tag partner will be Tyler Bate. Damian, Tyler Bate's a good shout. But you know what? I truly believe. And if you're going to bring in a Scotsman and you want to tear the building down, I think we all need to believe in Joe Hendry. And I think this is an opportunity to do like Tyler Bate, yay. Joe Henry, holy fucking shit. Completely different reaction. As the match is off and starting, my money, my hope is we are sitting here Monday and Joe Hendry shows up in his native land. Yeah, I might cry. Like it's touching. It's a good one. If they do this, I mean, let's go. Say his name. Everybody go out and say his name. I put him on the thumbnail for Christ's sake. I am trying to wish this one. I'm trying to manifest this one. As Ricky on fire. Ridge showing the ref his mouth. Pause. Not sure what's up, but cheap shot to Ricky. But yeah, I'm trying to put this one in existence. I think if there was ever, when we talk about this relationship with TNA, get Hendry in there. Let's go. I think that's what we need. I think it would be huge for TNA, huge for WWE, and a phenomenal moment. Nah, he been kind of holding that weight for a while, Paul. Hendry, I believe in Joe Hendry. Let's go. What do you think? I mean, Tyler Bate, okay. Does it really get that much of a pop? At least not from the North American crowd. But Joe Hendry, that music hits in Scotland. The place is going to come unglued. But Ricky with the drop kick, getting the crowd going. Oh, into the roll up. Dose. There a lot of people cheering for him when he come out. That's why I was asking. I thought they were cheering just fine. Maybe I missed it, my friend, but I haven't felt any kind of disconnect for Ricky yet. I think they've been with him. I started watching wrestling again at Backlash last year. This was the first time I ever heard of Joe Hendry. He kind of made me fall back in love with wrestling with his intro. Man, listen, and that's a great story. Doing what we do, it's very often like you're not that surprised. A lot of stories get leaked, spoilers are out there. But I remember the first time I just stumbled upon this like infomercial, which was one of Joe's vignettes as he was heading to TNA. And I knew of Joe before, but this felt different, a different vibe, and I think he's done well, man. Proof that, especially now in 2025 and beyond, that self-promotion means so much. And Joe has put in the work to be where he got to. So that's awesome, Jose. 4-1 Capitals. I like McMichael. Let's go. Stand and deliver. Vegas card predictions. KJ, Nick, anybody. You know what? It's so up in the air. I think Stephanie Jordan Grace is the ultimate women's match there. What else we get? Ricky Starks. Does Ricky go after Oba at Stand and Deliver? Is that too soon? That's a good question. Axiom and Frazier are probably going to fight somebody from TNA, to be honest. It'll be interesting if anyone else from TNA is involved with Stand and Deliver. I don't know. I'm all ears. What do you guys got? I give 0 believes about Joe Henry. Oh, come on. What's wrong with Joe? The thing about Joe is Joe can really wrestle. And I know we get hung up sometimes. Oh, it's just because of his song. A, he came up with the song. Give him some points. But B, I mean, can the man go? And he can really go in the ring. What do you call an ant who fights crime? A vigilante. Yeah, I'll leave that alone for now. But yes, good job. How long do you think until we get Ilya? I don't know. I was talking about Ilya yesterday, Damien. And again, a name we've kind of put on the back burner. I don't think we see Ilya pre-Mania. I don't. Post-Mania. Right, like again, assuming he's almost ready to go or he is ready to go, I'm gonna say definitely bring him back. I don't think you're gonna get him in pre-Mania. Speaking of getting him in for pre-Mania.
Well, I'm not pre anything. Pause on that, but bringing back before and everything of Ilya then Raw after Mania, because let's be honest, Jey Uso beats Gunther, then you have Ilya that confronts Jey Uso.
Ooh, juicy,
juicy Ilya like a fruit. My God,
you bring him in like the darker side of Ilya, the more the more the heel that he was in the beginning of
Ilya just gets to be more of that, like the guy from Equalizer. I guess a bit of what you're saying. Of he's just, I beat you. Of he is the Russian of if he dies, he dies. I will break you.
Wow.
Because, well, do we always still want Gunther versus Ilya world title match?
I think
that's the biggest compelling argument.
Yeah, and I think you got time for it. But yeah, I would argue that there's definitely a desire for that match. That's one of those dream matches we're waiting on. And if it wasn't for injury, we may have gotten it already. So looking forward to Ilya getting back in the mix. And I mean, high potential. Remember, he will be going after Braun Breaker to start, I think, because that's kind of left that door open.
I think he goes at Jay, and could you see it to where, say, SummerSlam, you get Gunther versus Ilya, and Gunther's on the back foot?
Maybe.
I'm sorry, real quick. I don't know how long you see Jay holding the title. Like, I envision Jay winning. I don't know if he's a long champion.
No, I also would agree with that. I think they could run it into SummerSlam, but that's probably where, I can't see him going much further than that. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't shock me. Do I think it's going to be 2 weeks or a month? Nah, probably not. But could I see him hold on to that title for into the summer? Yes.
Fair enough.
I hope we run back Oba Mooses right now. Ricky, bolt down. Good match from the men right now. Too soon.
Yeah. In picture.
Yes, you are for 20 more seconds. Too soon. Too soon for Ricky Oba. Even stand and deliver too soon.
No.
Okay.
My thing would be with that is if Oba loses it, he's up. That's the thing. I think the second Oba loses the title, he's up. I don't know if he's a Roxanne that can float around trying to get it back, what have you. Maybe he deals a little bit with Moose. That would be your best case scenario. But if Oba drops it, he's up. And then you can move a guy like Keanu Carver, who's out there and Evolve, and slide him in.
It's a good take.
Run it through. You just keep that train a rolling.
Ricky gets the 2. Yeah, that's a good point. What's up, AB? How you doing? Chair with us. Not TNA at Stand and Deliver. No TNA at Stand and Deliver. I don't know.
You mentioned Fraxium. That's 100% the match. That's 100%. That's a ladder match. That's a ladder match.
That'd be cool.
100%. You're going to sit there and you're going to get 450s. You're going to get corkscrews. You're going to get swanton bombs off of ladders, everything.
As right now, Ridge just working Ricky, but Ricky fighting back.
Just throwing them hands.
Yeah. Joe Hendry will defend his TNA title. Now, one thing we did talk about when you weren't here, somebody said Tyler Bate as a surprise for Jey Uso. I don't think that's enough.
Oh, we done talked about this. We done talked about this in our group chat, and I honestly wasn't sure. I heard it when I was on my pause of what you were going to cry about. I wasn't sure if it was that or the roast of WrestleMania. But 100%. Yeah, we going to talk about that. But 100%, you're going to have that moment of you thought Jey Uso was over. You're going to have say his name and he appears in Scotland and everything.
Right?
They're going to go insane. And I don't think that will be the only surprise we get that night.
No, I'm with you on that. But I mean, can you imagine you open the show and Jey Uso comes out and the crowd's losing their mind. They love to yeet. Everything goes quiet. And that hits, Joe Hendry's, beloved song hits. I mean, again, Scotland's not the biggest country. Like, he's a big deal in Scotland. Again, I think this guy has an opportunity to blow the fucking roof off the place. The fans are going to be exhausted before we get into the match.
Oh, 100. Well, and I don't think they start off the show. I think you would, if anything, you would start off with the heel intro because you build up.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Because you don't want it to fall off.
Yes.
Drew show up on Raw, all of that. But no, you even mentioned about Joe Hendry's proof self-promo works. Trust me, as somebody who's out there every day waving the flag of Wrestling for Life. Absolutely. No, Mans is an inspiration. If you can go ahead.
Sorry, big enziguri from Ricky. Just a bit of action here. I know we're talking a lot, folks, but Ricky and Ridge are having a good match.
Rolling neck breaker there from Saints on the Ridge. Yeah, no, if you believe in yourself and you 100%, you fully commit, full send it. It'll pay off.
Right.
You become unavoidable.
100%. $2 from Matty Marijuana, South Park City. Shitty work dude as NXT GM. Anybody.
Hello, thank you for coming to NXT. You want to get the shitty walk? Thank you for flying shitty airways.
Right. Tonight we have a big shitty main event. Let's go.
We're out here in the big shitty, folks. 100%.
85% of the chat went for Ricky, by the way, if anybody was curious.
Well, I mean, I think he's the clear-cut favorite to win this side very much. Absolutely. We talked about it. I could see him versus Oba, but if Oba loses, he's on the main roster Monday after Mania.
Right? It's highly possible. But Ricky fighting back, and again, Ridge has done it well, taking the crowd out of it and working out the new baby face.
Ridge is good at NXT. Ridge has done actually well in NXT.
He's definitely come around. And I mean, he even had some hiccups when he first got there, the fake retirement shit. But after that, he got real serious and real mean, and it worked. Simple. Keep it simple. You don't have to be complex. DDT by Ricky.
Right. We've seen how if you're Lex, you got to go to DDP yoga and everything like that. Yeah. Rochambeau. 1, 2, 3. Bob's your uncle. We're done here.
Yeah.
Now, can we still call it Rochambeau, or do we call it like Saints Row or something?
I don't know. It might be Saints Row now, but yeah. I like the Rochambeau name. It's fun to call. Rochambeau.
Yeah, so they all call it the Rochambeau. Shout out. Now, why couldn't we just call him goddamn Ricky Starks?
Right? Come on.
It's right there. You're right there.
Right. Next week, it's Lyra versus Raquel for the title. Could that be a good situation being in Scotland for Becky to return? Yep, that fits.
That might have been what I was talking about with another surprise that might be showing up. I think very much, I've said it for a while. You get that WrestleMania card. You get Becky versus Lyra. I know it's Scotland versus Ireland, but you get
Yeah, I mean, again, not Not a bad shout at all, actually. Yeah, again, we thought maybe we get her at the Rumble, so why not? As we are getting an Austin package.
Yeah. Well, because he's going to be headlining the Superstar Autograph.
Right. KJ and Nick in the next Sandler film. Let's go, dude. That'd be a dream. That'd be a ridiculous dream.
Can I be in the last one so I can act side by side with MJF? I can have the same credentials as MJF.
I'll be the Swan. I don't care. Stop looking at me, Swan.
Stop looking at me, Swan.
I would. That would be a dream. Sandler is one of the goats.
You are a jackass,
right? Yeah, that finish was garbage. Ricky Starks almost dropped him. He's a big dude, Paul. Come on now. It was people couldn't wait. Like, let's see what we can nitpick.
No, the Rochambeau was fine. Like, we're just fucking nitpicking upon like the diamond in the rough. Like, no, sometimes shit is okay. Not everything is a botch. How did you feel about Jey Uso?
Oh, it's hilarious.
I instantly felt bad for everything I've ever said about AJ Francis.
Man, he couldn't wait to retweet that shit. He couldn't wait to be like, haha, bitches. Man, it happens. It happens. It sucks. It's funny. It will go down in the lores. It will be put out there, but it's like people are using it to validate, like, see, Jay sucks.
Everybody fuck up.
Like, everybody.
Which is fine, but yeah.
If you watch the replay, the man's jumped early. He jumped too early, and he didn't clear.
No, I will give credit of AJ Francis as B was like everything he's done in TNA has made me eat all of my own words and everything. Right. But yeah, no, I get it. But yeah, it almost even with Jay like he sold it, and it like him selling it almost made it believable. Like admitting I fucked up, up, and that's where he gets cinched up and everything. Like it fit still. Like there was nothing that felt out of place almost. It's one of those of when you see the magician, he tries to pull the curtain off the dinner table and the candle still, like one glass still knocks over. You're like, it's all right. Still got it. It's close.
Yeah. I mean, fans now, I mean, it's insane. Like even with that Rochambeau, Ridge Holland's what, 235 pounds? He's a big boy. And, Ricky's not the biggest of dudes. And Rochambeau's, it probably looked like he slipped off his shoulder because he probably was. But again, we come from an era where, I mean, there was things that were messy. Things were messy, but we understood, like, all right, it wasn't like this dire, like, be perfect, be pristine.
It's not a video game. Everyone is playing 2K25. Shout out Anthony if you're still going to play it.
Right.
100%. Reach out, my guy. But no, I like Jose here of, it's a wrestling match. It isn't supposed to be pretty all the time. It's supposed to look like a fucking fight.
Yeah.
So it's not going to look all clean, or it's not going to look pristine all the time. Now, granted, there's been some times to where it looked more paraplegic than pristine, but yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't be Kalisto, right? Like, there's a line. Like, you can't be falling on your face every match. You can't be Jack Evans constantly just fucking yourself. Like you can't.
The man that gravity attracts.
The complete opposite of Pac.
Man's got a magnet in his fucking forehead and it's stuck on canvas.
Jack, and we've been live for a couple of Jacks were like back, especially early days. And the man just loved kissing the mat. Couldn't help it.
Right.
But no, ultimately they happen. And I mean, again, anybody trying to validate their hate for Jimmy because the man made a slip, let's be real. But my God, if it made me laugh, shit happens. He almost died. Me and British Nick were like, oh, there goes your mania.
You're trying to replace me. We've got interns now auditioning everything, but no, shout out Geekbox, by the way.
I had to find a clone, dude. I couldn't just go on with anybody.
No, again, we're the biggest, beardest channel out there, 100%. Often imitated, fully follicled.
Are you getting the commercial that I'm getting?
Yes. Okay, so we're going to talk about this. How do you feel about Kill Tony meets WrestleMania?
Well, full disclosure.
I want Cam Patterson. Shane Gillis. Shut the fuck up.
Full disclosure, I'm going to a Kill Tony show in a couple weeks. So You know where my bias is.
Are you in the bucket? Are you in the bucket?
Dude, I'd love to be in the bucket. I'd happily take a swing at it, even if I shit the bed. Just be rocking one of our t-shirts on stage the whole time.
Facts, 100. So everybody in the comments on this video, hashtag KJ in the bucket.
I like it. But no, I mean, again, I think this is something fun. This is something different. This is something that you would never get with Vince. Like, it's expanding into social media. Again, I know that the vile sack of people out there that shit on everything. Listen, there's some people out there, I'm going to be straight with y'all, and not in this chat because you guys are awesome, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Everyone knows at least 10 people like this out there on the internet, especially. You're not fun. You're not fun. You're not good people. You're not cool. Nobody would want to hang around with you because you're fucking miserable. You bitch about everything. And I feel like this is another example of, like, of course they went and got this guy. Fuck's sake. Can't we just laugh at some shit and have some fun? I think it's different. And could it be a fucking absolute train wreck and go too far? Yes. That's kind of why I want to see it.
Is it the funeral for kayfabe, though? Do we need to have our final eulogies and everything? Oh, so now everybody face off.
Yeah, no mask, so you can thumbs up.
You're right. Well, and clearly Dion Lennox is not the fucking leader. Because Shane Taylor, I don't know, fucking discount Caucasian man is out there cutting everything with a promo.
Wally's in the faction? That's awesome.
Ooh.
When Dark Stage strikes, are they Dark Stage? That can't be their name.
Stage left. Exit stage left. If that's their fucking name. And I think they did that. Roast of Vince McMahon with Iron Sheet. Thank you, Maddie, for the $2 super chat. This group kind of sucks ass right now. I don't know how to justify them being good. But now, the roast thing, I'm really interested. They're gonna say a Benoit joke, and I don't want them to say a Benoit joke.
No, okay. So here's my theory. I do think they're going to have a conversation with the comedians of what is completely off.
Really, you think Tony Hinchcliffe, the guy that's known as much as he is for Kill Tony for other things, do you think they're gonna have that conversation?
Remember, WWE is going to have that conversation before a name gets onto the contract. So I think if we're expecting, listen, if they go certain paths, I will be shocked. But I can, like, sitting here right now, I truly don't think they're going to go near something like that.
This is open game. If you're going to do something like that, that's a whole 2-hour set.
I don't think it is. I don't think this is going to be your typical, this is going to be Tom Brady. It's going to be a little bit dialed back from that.
But then why do it?
Because you're still going to be funny. You're still going to be able to go in a lot of directions. I just think you're going to stop them from pushing
Hogan. So let's see. So survey says, which is most likely as to what they say at this roast? I'll see Benoit, Vince, Hogan, and we'll just start the bidding there. Snuka might be one if there's somebody that wants to go old school. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Hunter and Steph's going to very clearly be a joke. The fucking marriage and the, Vegas can drive through. Yeah.
Oh,
Saints out there with the Culling.
Yeah. Saints versus our buddy Sean Spears. My God.
Yeah. Well, why does Nico can look like Zion Quinn just swole up? Like, if you blew up fucking Zion Quinn, that would be Nico Vance.
Right. It's supposed to look like a real fight. Got it. No, and we completely agree. These guys are finally talk. Yeah, so they finally speak. I thought the promo was solid. They seem like they have good energy. And Saints and the Culling's interesting.
Yeah, but you're already doing. So that's where we're setting up as Saints versus Spears. So we're getting AW. We're getting, hey, would you imagine at the weekend of WrestleMania 41, we'd have Ricky Starks versus, what was he, Sean Spears in AW too at that point, the chairman and everything?
But up next, we got Eddie Thorpe. Is this the main event?
Makes sense. I mean, it's the NXT Underground. How do you follow it up?
Right? I'm Puerto Rican, and the jokes offended me because it wasn't funny, not because it sounded racist. Listen, I understand why some people thought it sounded racist. I do think Tony did a good job explaining himself and why he said what he said. And again, if it offended you, I can't speak on your behalf. So I definitely, and I can't apologize on his behalf. But again, if you didn't think it was funny, I didn't think it was funny, and I didn't think it was the place to do it. So yeah, bad taste, bad time. But ultimately, yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. It really is.
Well, it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Bold strategy. Let's see how it works out for you.
NXT security is awful. Yeah, we joke.
Have you seen their parking lot?
Right.
Crazy. That's almost a fucking, tear level. That's a, extra bonus level of you must survive the NXT parking lot.
Right. They ain't done yet. They're attacking Trick. They could. I swear if Eddie is the leader. Oh, interesting. But I don't know.
They need something. No. I will say this because I've been the one that's like, well, just let Naomi be Naomi. Just let this heel turn be that heel turn. Right. This group needs something. This needs season. This needs some salt, some pepper. This is bland. This is retribution.
Like what they just did?
The mass group and everything. What are you super excited with them about?
Yeah, I'm curious. And what they just did was solid. Like the four guys cut a solid promo there. They said they're not done yet. Like I'm not willing to stick a fork in them. I don't think they've done enough to be boring.
The whole conversation we've been having is they need a leader or anything.
No, somebody suggested Eddie. I don't even know that they need that. Like Dion Lennox just cut a mean fucking 30 seconds. Again, we're just getting to know them. I think other things we talked about tonight, it's just like, oh, they weren't amazing the minute I saw them. So, but I mean, they're fine. Like, I think they're just getting out the gates. We don't know anything.
Yeah, but it's not expecting them to be amazing, just expecting something. Like,
but I mean, you got
some flavor. I need some season. I need a salt, a pepper. I need something.
But they got it, and they haven't. We don't know if they have salt or pepper or chili powder or cayenne or Cajun. We don't know nothing.
And Mr. Fuji powder,
right? Like to say, oh, I feel like they need a bit of spice, but we don't know what they bring to the table. I know they're athletic. I know all of them look solid athletes. All of them are young and up and coming. So yeah, I don't think we know what they need right now.
You think they run all the way to like Stand and Deliver before they find a true direction? Because
I think right now they're just taking people out.
Yeah, right? But that's what I'm saying. So when do you say that they find a true direction? Because right now it is just ambiguous. It is blah. It exists. I don't know where they're going. I don't know what the motive is. I don't know the direction. They just are there. Yeah, but no, I'm asking when do you think that they find a direction?
Yeah, obviously, I think at some point they focus in on somebody. Maybe they maybe they jump a Trick tonight, and Trick wants revenge. Maybe it's some other buddy, someone else that they've already previously jumped. But yeah, I think we're getting going. We're getting going. So again, it will take time for us to truly figure out what the story is here. Tonight was a nice step. I really thought their little promo package there, each one taking a turn. I thought it didn't give me bad vibes. I was kind of like, okay, I see you.
It gave me like I need the VHS recorder, like Sierra Hotel Indica.
Yeah, see
all that.
Somebody, I saw a bit of a back and forth today online about, again, like a lot, like storylines in all entertainment get recycled, and things are being similar to other things. Like it's not anything new. So if they are like the Shield, well, yeah, I mean that kind of happens. I mean, I've seen.
Hi, I'm Troy McClure. You might have seen me as British Nick, Little Nick.
I've seen like 7 different Batmans in my lifetime. Yeah, shit gets fucking hatched. There comes Trick.
Michael Keaton is Batman.
True say, my guy.
Well, Kevin Conroy has gone on to the great beyond, but yes, 100%. Right now, Michael Keaton is Batman. And I will say, and it might be a bit of a selling point for me to even get the game a little bit. And again, hashtag not sponsored. We're not like some of these other creators that, you know, get a little stipend to sit there and do 2K25 content. But that you can have an NXT underground match, a Raw underground match. Like you can have these type of matches now. Like the presentation they've now even done of, they had Eddie Thorpe's entrance kind of start off from 2K and they switched it to his actual entrance. And it seemed kind of actual, like seamless almost.
Right. No, it'll probably be a little more than 10 minutes. But it's an underground match and they don't tend to go long. So right. We'll see how much longer this goes. But could be. We'll see. But where was the other one? So the new group is beats up people and they want revenge, but it's just literally week 3, guys. Relax. Like we gotta let things come out the gate. They haven't done nothing. Fuck and all. They just got here. There will be revenge. There will be callbacks. There will be other victims. You gotta let it breathe.
Spoken like a true Bills fan. You gotta let it breathe. It's only week 3. There will be revenge.
NXT Evolve wrestlers are the Lumberjacks. Yes. Well, it's a lot of the Performance Center.
Sponsor local. Well, did you see they're doing a tournament, which GCW will include part of the WWE ID title tournament, and GCW will include part of that with their collective.
Right.
I'm sure that pisses off all of Meltzer and all of his false information, but yeah.
Right. Oh, that was never going to be a thing. Yeah. Oh, wrong. Tia Hale's been out drinking cappuccino. That's all I know about Tia Hale lately. She's out testing coffees and cappuccinos, and good for her. 85% going for Trick, 5 for Eddie. 10
for you say that with Cappuccino Jones in Evolve.
Cappuccino Jones. Whoop that Trick. Let's go. I fear this match might not be good. You're going into it feeling like it's not going to be good, but I'm with you. I'm kind of concerned as well.
What's right, but still, if you like you were about to say there, essentially, if you go into a movie expecting it's going to suck, guess what? You're going to probably view it and aim it to make your conclusion already on it.
It's
if
bad.
You go in blank slate, it'll work out.
Yeah. That's why we treat Wednesdays the way we do, of like, here comes the hopium. Like you really just want it to be okay. This idea that just sitting around and like, I just don't get the dedicated time to something you dislike so much. There is a line.
Well, on one hand, we've seen it before at times of going into something and knowing this isn't going to be good. Of like, you know, the Thelma and Louise of Brace for Impact, but at the same time of like, what gives you the signal that this isn't going to be a good match, that this is going to be, we thought they were going to get this on Roadblock, and this is the main event of NXT coming out of this. What makes you think this is going to be instinctually bad? Right,
and the dropkick knocking or the knee.
Oh,
dropped on the table.
Through the table.
The table broke. Let's go.
Yeah. We need to know that needs to be a test on every WWE show. How strong is the table?
The backdrop. Eddie just chucking Trick. Evolve is 205 meets level up. Yeah, in a lot of ways. Again, makes sense.
Yeah.
If you watch Chad Gable look at his shoes next time, he's not wearing the mask and he's wearing the mask. He looks at his shoes. All right. Gumshoe. Thank you.
Coincidence? I think not.
Right. The last men's underground match was 2 years ago. Dijak and Eddie Thorpe.
Well, we've had a lot of women's underground matches, but not a lot of men's.
Yeah, again, I guess it's been a while.
All right. Well, Trick out here, all the scoop slams.
All the slams. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like when you face your younger brother and they just know 2 moves and they just spam the shit out of that.
Right. Cappuccino Jones versus Prince Nana. Let's go.
Battle of the coffee.
Right. Trick's pulling off.
Who will brew the best?
Oh. Eddie going for that triangle, folks.
Triangle. Oh, Rampage Jackson is that. Oh, man. Slides right back into the triangle. You got to slam that shit.
Right. Why do they need people at ringside? That's an interesting question, or an interesting way to put that. They don't need people at ringside. It's a nice vibe Oh, wow.
You want to know why they need people at ringside? There's a reason why they need people at ringside.
I just think it adds to the element, it adds to the vibe. I mean, again, if you're going to do something different, you got to make it feel different. They don't need
we watched how many blood sports at this point,
Yeah.
and they kind of do that same-ish vibe.
Ooh. Oh, punching him in the side of the face.
That's what I was wondering.
TKO.
Yeah, but again, it goes Trick won, but at what cost? The Trick sat there, and I'm going to just beat the piss tar leather out of you. If that's Trick showing, I'm going to go maybe potentially too far.
I wish that knee looked a little cleaner, but just literally laying in punches on the side of his face. And then
hammer fist.
But Trick's got a mic, and he gets knocked out. That was quick. Yeah, it was. It was even quicker than we anticipated, Richard.
Y'all get ready for standing. I'm really feeling, though, like we've got to be doing something that leans towards that Trick heel turn. Like, to me, Trick going that hard with that was a little
Whoa! Is Trick Oba run back for standing?
Ruka! You're about to lose, Trick.
So it's this. No talking.
Yeah, well, and instantly just popping. Top popping, knocking.
This would be the time for the other group to show up. Lights out!
Lights out!
Dark State in the house.
Is that their fucking name?
I think so.
That can't be their goddamn name.
Here they are.
Sierra Hotel Indica.
They're back.
Turbo. Fucking shit.
The European tour is fun. It's been great. The Trick are fighting. Javon
jumps in. Where the fuck was he?
Javon's wait.
Now everybody just at ringside just decides it's anarchy. It's chaos. Oh,
they're trying to break it up. They're trying to break it up. Were they trying to get involved? Right, the ruler. What side is Trick on? Could Trick be the leader of this group? They're getting closer.
I hope they don't make Oba the fucking leader of this group.
No, Oba doesn't need a group.
No.
That's silly.
Javon would have cut Oba. What is happening?
Javon Trick stare down. What is this? Dark State.
They're just doing the Karrion Kross thing of they're just like, we're close enough, but we're just watching. Which actually Karrion Kross is pretty dope. Like, I want his shirt with the puppets.
It's a little suspicious, though.
It's a little suspicious, a little ambiguous, little transitioners.
I like it.
What the fuck is going on?
But people are starting to think that maybe Trick is the leader of this group. So, yeah. But my God, the lights go out, the spotlights come on.
Was Javon like squaring up and not going at Trick? One of those of
Trick and
the John, like I acknowledge you, my tribal chief.
Yeah, like I know we can
like hit him, bitch.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting standoff between Javon and Trick. Oba gets taken out by both of them, and the faction stopped dead. They didn't come down to the ring. They just went,
Yeah, questions all the way around. And again, we've seen the tension between Trick and Javon. So we know that there's alleged tension between those two.
Yeah.
But could this be of, I acknowledge you, my tribal chief, what have you type of
right.
Now I'm very interested.
Right. Like we were just talking about this. Like, I don't know.
The group sucks. The rest of the story, I'm interested.
No, but I'm just like, I don't know what the answers are, but I'm curious. And that's the good part of this is I don't have enough information to say they suck. And I don't have enough information to say they're good. But now tonight, by the end of the show, I'm like, oh shit, they beat up another top guy. They show up to take out more top guys, but Trick and Javon get the best of Oba and they back off. Well, what does that mean? I don't know, bro. But I liked it. I thought it was chaotic at the end there.
Well, and to me, the biggest thing was seeing Javon, and now that I'm thinking back on it, Javon and Trick like staring, like, all due respect, if I got business with you, I'm not going to just look you in your face just on some cinematic bullshit. Yeah. We're going to throw hands. So that was like, did I do good? That was almost like, I have done thy bidding type of shit, of execute order 66 shit.
It gave you that vibe too, right? Like, it really felt like...
well, throw hands. You just took out the biggest motherfucker. You tell me you can't swing a ham.
Right? And again, it felt like a bit of a standoff of like, the trickening. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of NXT tonight. Make sure you get in the chat. Click all the buttons if you haven't done so, and let us know how you felt about the show out of 10. What is your rating? What did you think of it? What was good? What was bad? What was in between?
Yes, slip inside, get loose. Once in the bullshit.
Right.
That's all I can think of now after the trickening.
It has to be Trick and Oba, and make it only make sense. I mean, I'm cool with your butt. Pause. It has to be 1-on-1. But does no,
it doesn't have to be 1-on-1.
True.
This man just won a fucking 2-on-1 match.
True. You're not wrong. I mean, again, I'm surprised. I didn't really know that Trick was going to go after Oba at this time. So I'm very interested to see what this means, where it goes. Why didn't the faction attack? Why did they stand back? What did Javon have to do with any of this? But now Javon's stuck his foot in that main event picture. Javon's been putting on bangers, man. So we'll see.
You go one of two ways with this. You either go triple threat. Somehow Javon adds himself in, and it was just, I was just staring down Trick because, I thought she'd do better, what have you. I really like the idea, if they're going to do it, I hadn't thought about it, but if they're going to do it of Trick's, the one behind all of this, really lean into him being a heel, Trick versus Oba at Stand and Deliver doesn't seem like a bad match to me.
Yeah.
The reinvention and the retooling of Trick, I've enjoyed. We saw him last year and realized, no, that doesn't work now. You need to go back and retool this. And we're getting a lot closer to what he should be, could be, would be.
Right. As Eric gives it 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Ronan, something up brewing. Trick is the leader, and Javon is his right-hand man. That'd be a 6-man group. Damn. That underground match was not good. It was meh. I agree. Nobody. It was a way to get to the ending, my guy.
Yep.
Right. 7.5.
It's the same thing with the Rollins Punk cage match. I would say it was a way to get to the ending.
What do you mean? Like the night of the show, or the match?
Yeah, well, I was saying of even with that match of it, I wouldn't say that match was a fantastic match. It was a way to get towards the ending.
Rollins Punk match wasn't a
steel cage. Match. No, the steel cage.
Great. Yeah, the steel cage match. It was awesome. Didn't we give it like high scores and like it would cook?
Right, and I also think it was partially there to get towards the moment with Roman showing up and everything.
Right on. But 7 out of 10, 7-0. No Trish, of course. It's got to be Trick and Oba 1v1 stand and deliver. Javon, cool, but 1-on-1 sounds better. I kind of agree with you, Paul, but Triple H and Michaels love triple threats. 7. What's that?
I just agree with you.
7 out of 10, trick or treat. So Oba costs Javon next week versus Lexus. Interesting. Oba's going to want some revenge.
Oh, 100%.
7.5, 7.5. Are you doing TNA tomorrow? We are back tomorrow for Dynamite, but we are doing the Wing Show on Thursday, so we will be here at 8 p.m. So be in for that, as we will be back to TNA next week. 7 out of 10. Jay Evans, the Tribal Trick. out of 10. I like that. 7.25 knee pad, 7.5. 8. I'm going 7. I'm 7 tonight. Solid.
Okay. I'm trying to talk myself into somehow being ahead of you or like higher than you, but I don't really see it. Solid 7 across the board. You can make a case if you like something more here or there, like with the end of the show, with the Trick Javon thing, Stephanie, Jordan Grace, what have you. I'm fine with a solid 7.
Yeah, I think that for me, the difference between this NXT and maybe last week or the week before, the story was good tonight. Like a lot of the build, you said Stephanie Jordan, of course, what happened at the end of Trick, but nothing match wise really stood out. Like nothing was like a really great match tonight. Like it was a handful of okay matches.
Yeah, this was on the road to show.
Right. NXT is over, and I'm watching Peter Griffin fight the giant chicken again. Let's go.
What is John Moxley versus Adam Page or Adam Copeland at this point?
As we will run that back, the Revolution rematch tomorrow. Insane. I can't believe it's happening. And if they give the belt to Cope, man, I'm gonna want some money back for that pay-per-view.
I want a refund.
Right. 8 out of 10. Blacker bloodline. Fair enough. 7.5. I mean, yeah, I'm just the messenger. Yo, Geekbox, what's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing, sir? British Nick in the house.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out everybody's second favorite box there, Geekbox. But yeah.
Right. 7.5. So New Day has no pancakes, trombone, etc. What? I lost you somewhere, but hope you had a good stream. We always have a good stream. The wrestling might suck. We never do. Let's kind of get through a couple last ones here real quick, but 7 out of 10 as well. A very intriguing night. More questions than answers. There seemed to be setting up a couple things, but ultimately not a bad one. Didn't exactly blow our socks off, Nick.
It's a bridge episode of NXT, and I hope we get over it here on the way to Stand and Deliver here, because that's the thing is what we saw tonight in 2 or so weeks when it comes to Stand and Deliver, we're going to see the payoff then. That's the thing. This was building blocks.
Yeah, I think so. We're getting out of the gate. We're trying to figure out what this faction means. We're trying to figure out where Trick's going, what's happening with Oba now. What one of the ladies are going to step up for Stephanie, as everybody seems to want to get their hands on it. Lots of questions. What's happening with the family? We'll find out. I mean, again, not a bad one, but folks, we are back for a Revolution rematch tomorrow. Billy Starks will take on Mercedes Moné, and we got so much more coming your way. Like I said, the Wing Show this week, SmackDown from Bologna. We're back for Raw in Brussels. We'll see what's happening this weekend. And again, be a friend, tell a friend, help us grow this channel. We greatly appreciate all the love. Go check out all our socials, all the links below. And if you miss us, watch our old stuff. Nick.
Our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that rest, you put up with that for life with it.
Come back tomorrow. We'll see you on the flip side. Good night.